theme song?
Hello, students, and welcome to Gehenna Valley Session 1.
Yay!
Woo.
I'm excited. I can tell you're excited too.
Is our video up yet?
Our video's not up yet.
We're still on title screen.
I didn't hit the transition button. Ready?
They don't need to hit our face. It's okay.
Transition button.
Did it work?
No.
Not yet.
It didn't work.
Not
Go
yet.
Ah, there we go.
Hey.
Hey, everybody.
Hey!
Was that super fun? I had fun.
Oh, we're always having fun.
We're always having fun here.
We're
You know,
always doing
seventh
something.
time is the charm. I'm gonna get this. Don't you just wait. I'm gonna be
Woo!
so good at this.
Yes, it's going.
Oh my gosh, I'm so excited. We like the music. Good. I'm not. Oh,
Nice.
you want me to play the music more? Well, I do have to do the recap, so I'll turn it up a little bit for the recap. So, like I said, welcome to Gehenna Valley Session 1. 0 was last week, now it's Session 1. It is May the 4th. May the 4th be with you, always. And I'd like to remind everyone that it is Taco Bell Tuesday. Okay? Now, let's get to the recap. Switching to the recap, making sure it looks right on the screen, and it does. Last time on Gehenna Valley, we introduced what Monsterhearts is. It's a game about the messy lives of teenage monsters. We introduced the shared agenda. It's the 4 things that we all, everybody here, myself, the MC, all the players, the students watching at home, that we're all focusing on. It's make each main character's life not boring, keep the story feral, say what the rules demand, and say what honesty demands. If you want longer versions of that, you could buy the book and read it, or watch Session 0.
You might need to turn down the theme music.
Oh, is the theme
People are
music too
saying
loud?
they can't hear you clearly.
Oh, well, that's what I get for listening to the person who was like, yes, more music.
Too much CW.
Too much CW.
Too much CW. Didn't choose the CW life. The CW life chose me.
It's
Yes,
true.
Nick.
It's true.
It chose me.
Oh my goodness.
We'll get there.
Sorry.
Can you hear me? Can you hear me now? I just want to make sure it wasn't my mic volume too.
It's on brand for Monsterhearts.
It is on brand for Monsterhearts. You know,
Yes.
it's a messy lives. Thank you, Nick. Thank you, El Gran Pedro. Thank you, Glitch on Twitch.
Oh my
for
god,
all the
Edgar and Pedro.
confirmations. If anyone else says yes after this, you're not getting a direct thank you. I have to move on. All right, where were we?
We have an agenda.
We have an
Oui,
agenda. What else did we talk about? We talked about game mechanics, which we're totally going to talk about every single time we do this, because we're going to forget them, and we're going to have to remind each other what they are, because, you know, this is what I do during the day. I do other things. Okay, we fleshed out the town of Gehenna Valley. We built a home room full of NPCs. We also finished building our PCs. We have got Corey the Infernal. Excellent jazz fingers. Can we all do jazz fingers when I say your name? All right, great. I appreciate
For
that.
you, Ryan, yes.
Yes, absolutely. Wait, that was no. There's Corey. Corey the Infernal. One more time. Yes. Donovan the Vampire. Bridget the Queen. Crina the Fae.
Ooh,
And
magical.
Wolfe the Mortal. Oh, thank you. I love that you humor me. Then we had our very first scene, homeroom. Bridget and Wolfe are next door neighbors and grew up together. Bridget is dating Chase and finds Wolfe threatening. Wolfe is falling madly and secretly in love with Bridget. This summer, Donovan was fleeing something, and Crina pulled him into the Fae realm to get away. After years of watching Corey's self-destructive tendencies, Wolfe thinks he can save him. Crina just plain tells people she goes to the Fae world, but most people don't believe her. Bridget is throwing a party Saturday night. Chase thought Corey hit on Bridget and then insulted her. Chase is watching him. Mix Thunderberg was going to give Corey and Crina detention, but Donovan convinced the teacher that this was unconstitutional. Crina sent Corey a sensual photo. Corey saved it to his phone. Swim tryouts are this Thursday. Wolfe. Wolfe has pressure from his dad to succeed at swimming. Bex is Wolfe's swim friend / swim rival. And then Corey kicked Bex dangerously hard in the leg. Wolfe tried to intervene, but the bell rang. And that's where we ended session 0. That's a lot.
Woo!
Oh my gosh.
Those announcements are rather omniscient.
They are. They are. It's a lot. It's a lot. Did I say it's a lot? I feel like it's a lot.
We're an exciting group. We do a lot of things.
We were extremely productive.
Yeah,
That's a good word.
Productive.
Productive.
You'll notice that I have a few little pictures here and there that I didn't have before. Don't get too attached to those, okay? I found a website that gives me public domain pictures, and they're just there for me until I get a better idea of the characters. Then we're going to replace them with better things. I expect fan art from everyone.
Yeah, I will lose my mind if we get fan art or fan fiction. So, like, if you want to see me lose my everything, like, that.
I will die. I will just, like, literally keel over and die.
Okay, so
That's
maybe
not
Monsterhearts, so
ideal.
you
That
can come
doesn't
back.
sound
It's
good.
fine.
don't kill Crina, y'all.
She'll come back as her darkest self.
Oh, that's true. We can always have a ghoul or a ghost. That'd be fine.
His darkest self is so much fun.
So welcome, everybody. We're going to get started pretty quickly, except last time I made you a promise, and I wrote a note about that promise.
I was about to
Don't-
say, we have some promises to square.
Yeah,
We
don't
do,
break
we
them.
do. I don't break promises. 'Cause
Crina
I've
will
run
dark
the
self
game
real fast.
Too many times, and I'm scared of the Fae. Just
As you should be.
so frightened. I told you that I was going to talk about strings at the start of the next session. Strings are a big mechanic in Monsterhearts, and of course Monsterhearts 2, which is what we're playing. And in fact, there's a version of them in most Powered by the Apocalypse games. Here in our game, they're really the social currency. Starting a scene, I like to sometimes look at how many strings are in play when we start a scene, because I feel like it helps set the tone. You know, if you walk into a scene and one person has 5 strings on you and the other person, and you only have 1, you know, I think that really, it helps give you a place to jump off of. But the other thing is the strings are literally currency. They're created to be spent. And when you spend them, this is what you can do. As a player character, like the people we see here, you can tempt somebody to do what you want. But this is super, super cool and important. This is kind of half in character, half out of character. Essentially, you say, hey, I have a string on you, Bianca, and I really want you to buy me frozen yogurt today. And if you buy me frozen yogurt today, I'll spend a string on you. Now, that's a minor, a very tiny example. In reality, I might be saying, I want you to buy frozen yogurt and I want you to dump it on Peter's head. That's a little more likely what might happen. But, you know, there's all sorts of things you can ask. Now, here's the thing. If you, Bianca, accept this deal, you have to do it, obviously, because it's a game where we're all honest with each other. You can't just not do that. You get an XP for doing it, which is very cool. I lose my string, which is also very cool. And you want me to lose strings, because if I don't spend strings getting you to do my bidding, these are what I'm going to do. First things first, I'm going to give people conditions without rolling. We're going to RP it. You still need to RP, but I'm just like, you know what? I want Pablo to be scared. I'm going to do some intimidation stuff, and I'm like, I'm not even going to roll. I'm going to burn a string. Boom. Condition, scared. That's not good. That's not great, you know? Other thing you can do is you can add 1 to your roll against somebody. Last time I talked about how player characters have 4 hit points. It's not a lot of hit points. 4. NPCs, they might have less, they might have more. It's a mystery. Depends who they are, you know? But at least the player characters, we know they have 4. Now, normally when I do harm, when anybody does harm to you, you take 1. If you burn a string when you do that, that's 2. That's half your hit points. That's a lot. Okay? That's no fun. That's no good. The other thing that you can do is you can add 1 to your roll against somebody. So, here we go. We're both trying to, that's a bad example. I don't like that example. All right. We're going to edit that in post. We don't edit these videos. Don't worry, folks. You'll be able to listen. Here's a better example. So here I am. I really want to turn someone on. I'm like, this is getting really flirtatious. And if this flirtatious move fails, my plans aren't going to work. I rolled a 6. I can burn a string that I have on the person I'm flirtatiousing, and all of a sudden I get a 7. And a 7 is a success. It's a partial success, but it's a success nonetheless. That's pretty powerful. So that's why, you might want to do people's biddings when they offer you. And if you don't, that's fine. Things will happen. Don't worry about it. Now, that's the PCs, okay? What about side characters? Side characters can do most of this. They can offer them an experience to do what you want. That's a thing they can do. If I've got strings, it's my NPCs. I can drop a condition on you, not even wait for you to screw up. It's cool. Burn a string. Can happen. Can you add 1 to harm? Yeah, I can do that. Burn a string. Now that last thing though, I said, the 1 you roll against them, as the MC I don't roll. So I get a little short change there. But I get a bonus here. Often when I'm describing stuff, I'll set it up because you didn't roll great. And then I'm waiting for you to not roll great again for me to actually do things. Well, if I burn a string, I get to ambush. It actually says this. It says the word ambush. You with a reaction, setting it up, and knocking it down in one fell swoop. Strings are powerful. Spend your strings. Unless you're
I
Wolfe.
want them all.
Yeah, unless you're Wolfe. Woo! That was fun, huh? Let's see here.
I have
it was a
another
little
promise to
intense.
check up on, though.
Say that again?
Oh boy.
I have a promise to check up on from the chat.
From the chat.
Yeah,
Okay.
Cody McLeod, is he here? Are they here? Because they said that they would watch the VOD.
Oh my
and
goodness.
I wrote it down. It was a promise. So if they didn't, I get a string on them.
Are you here? Speak
Cody?
up if you're here, or we're going to assume you're not here.
And then we're going to assume you broke the promise.
Right. I didn't give Cody that test. I meant to. That was another
Well,
thing.
you said you were going to give Cody a pop quiz.
Did you write that down?
I did. I told you I did.
Wow.
Oh, Brian.
Okay, so you have a string on
They've
Brian.
got a string on you.
That's
I'm
not
worried.
great. Luckily, I'm not a
Her
character,
bookkeeping is really good. We're in trouble.
but I'm sure it'll come up at some point. All right. So it's Tuesday, by the way. It's Tuesday, first week of school. All that we've done here is we did homeroom. Now a lot happened in homeroom, but that's all it really was. It was homeroom. Now I'm gonna do what I like to do, which you've never seen me do, because this is our first full session. I'm gonna do a quick check-in on the players here. I want to make sure that my notes match up their notes. All right. So Bridget, I've got you on top of my sheet here.
Good, that's where I belong.
Wow. Bridget. Okay. I see you as having
In
4 strings on Wolfe. Is that correct?
That is correct.
Beautiful. I see you as having no conditions. Yeah, you got that too?
That's correct.
Beautiful. I love it. Donovan, you got no conditions, and you've just got a smattering of level 1 strings. Is that what you got?
Yeah, just a touch on everybody else,
I love
including
it.
the teacher.
Okay. I like that. That's cool. That is cool.
Yeah, it is cool.
Yeah. All right. Corey.
Yeah,
So, Corey, you've got 2 on Crina, 1 on Wolfe, 1 on Chase.
I do.
You also have an XP, which is fun.
I do.
And you got 2 conditions. You've got Target, and you've got Jocks Hate Me.
I do.
Oh, beautiful. Love it. Love it so much. Okay, great.
Corey's ready for some fun.
Crina, now you've got 2 on Donovan, 2 on Corey, 1 on Bridget.
Mm-hmm.
All right, good. And you got no conditions.
Correct.
All right. And then Wolfe, you've got 3 strings on Bridget and 1 on Crina, and no conditions.
Correct.
Let's get y'all some conditions.
Yeah, we'll get you some conditions. Don't worry. We only did 1 scene. It seems like a lot, but that's all we did. It was just fun.
All it takes.
All right, so now let's set ourselves up for the next scene here. These songs that I'm singing will be released on our official Spotify soundtrack. Just wait. And Wolfe.
Yes.
What is the most important thing to Wolfe today?
To do today, I think really the only thing that he wants to do is check in on Corey and or Bex to see what's going on between those two, see if they're like all good, you know.
Okay.
Probably would be easier to catch Bex, not because his leg is injured and he can't run away, but
Easy prey.
but also, I mean, we're rivals, but we're friends
Okay.
also.
Yeah, I like that. Crina, what's the most important thing today?
I want to learn a secret. I want to learn somebody's secret.
We're gonna go secret digging. Okay, all right, that's
Right.
not strange. That's cool. No problems there. Let's see. Corey, what's the most important thing today?
I have a date after homeroom with Crina.
Oh,
well,
wow.
a date. A date.
Oh, we do?
Date.
That's good to know.
I mean, I did say I would meet you after class.
And I very pointedly didn't promise.
Well, Corey's got priorities. That's what I was asking, which is lovely. And okay, good. Making sure that's set properly. And now, how do I? I'm sorry. I was trying to fix something with the stream, but it wasn't really broken. I'm gonna stop trying. All right, Bridget, what's the most important thing today?
I've seen Donovan seems useful, and I want to bring him into the fold.
The fold.
Ooh.
The fold.
Okay, why don't you remind the students at home what that means? 'Cause that's a bold statement.
Bridget might seem just like a normal popular girl from the outside, but secretly she is a cult leader. Her the members of her little clique have sworn their lives to her. If somebody sleeps with her or a member of her clique, they become one of them.
Ooh. Well, that's pretty exciting.
Yeah.
This is fine.
This is fine. All right, so let's jump to right after homeroom.
Wait, what does
You forgot
Donovan
Donovan.
want? What does
What does
Donovan
Donovan
want?
want?
Wait, Donovan?
Donovan wants to become part of my clique.
Where's Donovan? Oh, Donovan, you got skipped by accident. I'm sorry. Donovan, what's the most important thing today?
And it happens. I'm just flying under the radar.
Yep.
Donovan wants to get a moment with Bex alone.
Oh.
Ooh.
Oh.
Ooh.
Well, that's almost transition-y. I love it. So the bell rings right as Wolfe was trying to sort of get everyone to just calm down and play nice. Yep. And of course, y'all need to get to your next class. And there's Bex with his ouchie. That's an official technical medical term. He's got Bex has got their ouchie. Does anybody besides Corey and Crina, gonna put that moment on hold for a second, will have something they want to do before the next class even starts?
I just want to make sure I catch Donovan at some point today, but
Okay.
it doesn't need to be now.
I think Wolfe would just try to catch Bex before he leaves.
Okay.
I mean, he was already in the process of being like, whoa, guys, so you might as well just continue.
Absolutely. So I think that's easy enough. Bex is sort of walking very tenderly, so is going a bit slower. And you were pretty much standing next to Bex when the last scene ended, so Go ahead, shoot for it, Wolfe.
All right, great. So Wolf will just sort of come up alongside of him. He'll look legitimately concerned as he says, "Hey Bex, is everything like okay between like you guys?"
Between me and Corey?
Yeah, like what was that all about?
No, but that asshole kept putting his legs up on my shoulders practically, and now I gotta go to the nurse because just to make sure that like everything's all right because my leg hurts.
Oh, do you need help? And he kind of like offers like an arm or like a shoulder to like support him.
Really? So Bex is they them.
Sorry, yes, they them. You are right.
Yep. And Bex will say, "Oh, absolutely, yeah, absolutely, man," and they'll throw their arm like over your shoulder.
Yeah, so I'll like do one of these.
Yeah, do one of those.
Arm around.
Those super fun, like potato sack limping to the nurse. It'll be great.
Yeah,
Yeah.
just like, and Wolf will just be like, "Yeah, I know, like, Corey's got some like issues. He's really I don't know, troubled. I think he has a tough go of it, but I mean, it's still not cool what he did. Like,
No, it's not all right.
no, I mean, do you want me to like talk to him for you? Like,
You're gonna what? Like, convince him to be a better person by like rapping?
rapping? I mean, I'm not really much of a rapper, but I mean,
No,
wouldn't hurt, right?
That's like when old people like want to rap. Like, no, it's cool. Yeah, talk however you want to, buddy.
Okay, sure. Wolf will just kind of give the like totally I know exactly what you're talking about nod.
Yeah.
And he'll probably like look pretty obviously embarrassed. Like it's very clear he had no idea what Bex was trying to say. But he'll keep just helping them towards the nurse's office. Kind of trying to see exactly how injured he is. Like, does it seem like it's just like a bruise or something? Like,
well, the good news is the bone is not popping out of the leg at this time.
Okay, positive.
So it's a positive thing. It's obviously tender. Like every so often, Bex will sort of put too much weight on it and wince as you're walking. But besides that, like it's not like swelling up. He's not like falling on his they're not falling on their face.
Okay.
It's
that's good.
It's all right.
That's good. I mean, totally won't like impact swim tryouts or anything, right?
Yeah, that's an assumption you could make.
Good.
Yeah.
Okay. So I mean, unless Vex has anything specific he wants to say, I don't think Wolf has anything else specifically to say before getting to the nurse.
Okay, great. And I'm just going to take a quick look at my players here to make sure they're not dying to ruin this moment. Great.
Donovan would probably watch you leave, but seeing that Wolf is following and guiding Bex along, pivots and heads to class instead.
Okay. That's not
Sorry,
weird.
Donovan.
Yeah, Donovan will have to catch another moment some other time today.
It's it's normal. I like it. Let's see here. So no, I think you get to the nurse, and Bex, takes a seat, because it's the first day of class, so obviously there's already somebody in there complaining about something, and Bex has to wait. That's just how it works.
Of course.
And Bex is just like, go ahead. Thanks for helping me over. I'll see you in class later. Don't worry about it.
All right. I mean, if you like need anything, just like text me. I assume if we've been on the swim team for a while together, then they have exchanged numbers at some point. Okay. Yeah.
Yeah. I think it is fair, to say that y'all have most people's phone numbers.
Okay. Sweet.
It makes it easy later on, but also because y'all have been in school together for at least a year, so it's if you don't have the phone number, you've got some other WeChat, MyChat, iChat app. It's a good time. You got something.
Right. Okay. Great. Yeah. So he'll just be like, yeah, just text me if you need anything. Like, hope your leg heals up soon.
Yeah.
And then just like goes off to class.
Right. That's You're awkward, Wolf, and I love it. Now, Corey, where are you gonna meet Crina theoretically?
So I mean, he will immediately stride over to her desk as the bell rings.
Okay, you want to make sure that this goes down. So great,
Oh,
the bell's ringing. Wolf is talking awkwardly to Bex. Donovan's in the corner being a creepy weirdo. What do you say?
Out in the hallway.
Out in the hallway. I'm sorry.
I did say Donovan left immediately as the would have been waiting in the hallway to watch when he finally left.
So that's less creepy.
Yeah, slightly.
Smidge.
What do you say, Corey?
Hey.
Hi.
So, as our freedom of speech informs us, why don't we go see what we're gonna do? And he'll like tilt his head up, a little wolfish smirk.
Lead the way.
And he'll start striding forward out of the classroom.
Crina will follow. Yeah.
Okay.
So how was
Like a step or two behind.
How was the Feywild this summer?
Same as always. Lots of weird colors. It's never really, fully daylight. You kind of lose track of time.
Yeah, no, I could feel that. Summer, you drink, it's dark one moment. You wake up, it's still dark, but it's not the same day. It happens.
Okay.
How about? And he's literally walking, and he's gonna lead her upstairs to a sort of empty classroom.
Okay. Yeah, we got empty classrooms.
And he's gonna smirk, open the door after you.
She'll go in.
He'll go in. He's gonna shut the door and turn the little lock knob. And he's gonna lean against the desk, spread his legs out and smirk, and he's like, "You have been looking particularly fabulous lately." Oh, great. But if I'm honest, it would look much better off of you.
Roll hot. Okay. Wow. Smooth talker. Who knew? Let's see here. So you are going to gain a string on Crina. And Crina, you have choices. You can give yourself to Corey. You can promise Corey something you think Corey wants. Or you can get embarrassed and act awkward.
No, we can fade the black hair.
Oh, okay, great. Fantastic. Let's see here. So, all right, Corey, you edited your strings for me. Excellent. Now, we're going to do that thing where I ask my one good question after fading to black. Corey, did you just have sex?
I did.
Excellent. And Crina, did you just have sex?
Mm-hmm.
Great. Corey,
and important for my sex move. Oh. I did get fully naked for the sex move.
Okay, that is important for your sex move. You have that very conditional sex move. So,
by the way,
yes.
Fun fact: Corey did not. So you know how there's a little window on the door. He did not shut that.
No.
He did not pull the blind down.
No, of course not. Of course not. But since you got a 10, I can't hurt you yet. Well, maybe later. Corey, what's your sex move?
The wonderful sex move of the Infernal. When you have... Oh, come on. That thing is freezing. When you have sex with someone, the dark power loses a string on you and gains a string on the person you had sex with.
What? That is dramatic and crazy. So let's pull up that dark power sheet. Boom, there it is.
Evil.
We're going to lose 1 on Corey. And we're going to gain 1 on Crina. Love it. Is that the whole thing?
That is the whole thing.
All right. Crina, what do you got for us?
When you lie naked with another, you can ask them for a promise. If they refuse, take 2 strings on them.
So what fabulous pillow talk do you have for us, Crina?
I actually would like to use my move Beyond the Veil.
Oh, okay.
This is, essentially talking to my brother, the Fairy King.
Mm-hmm.
And
talking.
I want to learn something about Corey. I want to learn a secret about Corey that I can use to get a promise from him.
Okay, so I just want to make sure I have this correct. You're gonna do the fade the black action.
Mm-hmm.
Then you're going to seek an audience with the Fairy King, and then you're gonna ask Corey for a promise.
Yeah, it's the gaze into the abyss.
Yep. Okay. All right. Yeah.
It's just the Fae gets an additional twist on it.
No. Oh, it's fine. It's absolutely fine. I just wanted to make sure that I had the order right. That you're gonna sex, call your brother, then pillow talk.
When you put it like that.
Put it that is what it is, dog.
So, Crina, roll dark for me, please.
Dear brother, guess what I just did?
He's used to this.
That's not better.
Oh. 6.
6. Okay. All right. So unfortunately, 6 is a failure. Oh my goodness. So we don't even. Let's see. What am I gonna do? Let's look at my lovely GM options here. Oh my gosh. There's so much happening here. There's so much potential. Okay. All right. Yeah. I like this. So, hey Corey, would you describe the necklace you wear for us?
So it can be seen in the picture, but it's a very fine gold chain that has the Greek alphabet letter, the lambda, on it. And it's something that's been passed down for generations that Corey does not take off. So let's be honest here, he did not strip fully. Well, this was happening.
Okay.
But if he were to, he would not remove the necklace. He wears it in showers. He wears it everywhere. It does not come off.
Mm-hmm. No, that's fair. That's very normal. Nobody is worried about that. Don't worry about it. Some people wear necklaces. Some people wear jean shorts. It's all very normal. No. So I'm getting some head shaking. I don't know why.
I was a little offended by the idea of jean shorts, but continue.
Feeling called out.
Hashtag not sponsored by jean shorts.
Not sponsored by jean shorts. But
Jorts.
Could
So,
be. I guess some of you could be.
So you
perhaps still being called out. Anyways, continue.
Crina, you are you're relaxing, and you sort of gaze into the abyss, which is those white chalky ceiling tiles of the classroom, and you're trying to connect with your brother, but something's off. Something feels a little weird. It almost feels like there's like static, like you're trying to get a channel that you don't actually have access to, and you hear a voice answer you in response that is not your brother's voice. It's a new voice, and the voice sort of echoes in your head, and it simply says, "There are many people who can help you." And that's it. And then it's like you're cut off again.
Is there any like? Did the voice sound weird in any way, or is it just like a voice I didn't recognize?
It didn't. It sounded.
Well, I can imagine what I think Castile sounds like. If
Oh,
that's helpful.
would you like to do this? Sure.
I imagine it's a very sultry voice, very enticing. It's dark. It's got a sort of Spanish Basque flavor to it.
Mm-hmm.
Old and powerful.
Nice. I like it. Yes, as if James Earl Jones were Spanish.
Yes.
Yes.
Nice. Like that. Huh. Interesting.
Yeah.
So then Crina will like roll over and face Corey.
He's like zipping up his pants.
Yeah. If you're getting dressed, I guess I'll get dressed too.
Classy.
Very.
And before they make it all the way out the door, like Crina's gonna like push him back up against the chalkboard or whiteboard, I don't know, whatever high schools have these days. I assume Corey lets that happen.
Yeah, Corey.
He like
he'll
towers over her.
Yeah, he'll just smirk and let her do it. Like,
and she'll just like stare really intensely and deeply into his eyes and say, I just need you to promise me that you're not going to do anything stupid for the rest of the day.
I don't do anything stupid, but sure.
Okay. Thanks. And she'll peck him on the mouth real quick and then just like hop right out the door.
So that was.
He'll do the.
Oh, go ahead.
Oh yeah, he's just gonna do that like stretch, like satisfied.
Mm-hmm.
Walk out the door. He's, check that off of the proverbial box list you needed to deal with, and maybe he'll head to class. Maybe. I don't know.
So I think that was most of first period, which isn't that grand. Which is lovely. It's just very, very lovely. Bridget.
Yes.
Who was it that you wanted to talk to today?
At some point today, I want to talk to Donovan, and I also want to talk to Wolfe at some point.
Well, I think this is a perfect opportunity because, as it turns out, Bridget, you and Donovan have first period together.
Okay.
What class is that?
Something easy. Bridget has conned her way into taking the easiest classes. I don't know.
Donovan.
Maybe it's a health class.
A health class. Donovan, do you take health?
Yeah, sure. Why not?
Okay. So first period.
All the kids are doing it these days.
That's okay. Health class. We know Bridget and Donovan is in that. And that's not how you spell Donovan. Great. And the teacher for health class, of course, is... I need some more of those teachers anyway. It is Mrs. Onassis.
Ooh.
Yeah. Mrs. Onassis teaches health, teaches some other things too. I'm sure we'll find out later. And really phones it in, reads from the book, plays videos. It's the first day of class. She went over the syllabus, and then she told you to silently read the first chapter of your textbook. So you've got plenty of opportunity here. Bridget, how are you going to go about talking to Donovan? What is your preferred talking to Donovan in a class method?
I picture at some point maybe like someone is typing very loudly. I'm sorry.
Sorry, I forget that I have mechanical keyboard. It comes through very loud. Sorry.
It's okay. I think at some point maybe like Mrs. Onassis falls asleep.
Oh, yeah, sure, okay. Go for it. I think
Sounds
that's fine.
reasonable.
So I just want to like slide up to Donovan's desk
Mm-hmm.
and I'll say, what you did in homeroom was pretty cool. Telling the
Donovan
teacher-
is on their phone because they've read this chapter a few times. You know, maybe a few years ago. I don't know. Maybe it's another book, but by this point, what changes anymore in health? So Donovan like looks up from their phone and smiles. Yeah, I guess.
I think it's really cool you told the teacher off like that and got Crina and Corey out of detention.
You can't just punish people for things they haven't actually done. Doesn't make any sense.
Exactly. You
Yeah.
and I. So I heard Marissa invited you to my party on Saturday. Are you excited?
Yes.
You should be excited. You know, Marissa has a really big thing for you. She's like been talking about you all summer. And I'm going to lean in really close to his ear and kind of talk explicitly about the things she said that she wanted to do to him.
Okay, great.
And I'm going to roll to turn someone on, but I also have many bodies. When you promise one of your gang members to someone, you add 2 to your roll.
Okay, please attempt.
Okay.
Yeah.
Oh boy.
I rolled a 9 plus 2 hot plus 2 for that. So 13.
Oh.
That's a lot. That's a lot of number. You needed a 10, so you succeeded. You're gonna gain a string on Donovan.
Good. He's the one I didn't have one on yet.
And Donovan, you get a choice. And in this choice, it can apply to Bridget or Marissa. You can give yourself to Bridget or Marissa. You can promise Bridget something you think Bridget or Marissa wants. Or you can get embarrassed and act awkward.
Donovan will promise something they think Marissa wants.
Okay.
Does Marissa need beer or something?
We've got alcohol taken care of for the party. She really just wants you.
I said I'm going.
No, but she wants you.
I guess I'll have to see how that goes. I'm not really impressed by her.
Can you roll cold for me, please?
Uh, 4 and 2 is 6, so that's a failure.
Oh, congratulations, you get XP.
Yay.
Yay, XP.
I learned from failing.
You do. It's fantastic.
We all do, really.
Okay, cool. Now I get to do fun Brian stuff.
Womp womp. I knew I was going to pay for that 12 on the first session.
Oh, absolutely.
Fickle fate. At least I said it about Marissa.
Yeah, that's fair.
Yeah. Who is impressed by Marissa? I mean,
Wow, that's not what I meant. Okay, geez.
I'm sure she's a nice
Have
lady.
you seen her slide? She seems pretty impressive.
Yeah, she's like a head cheerleader. It's like second
Yeah.
only to Bridget. So.
Yeah.
So Polly's on screen, everyone.
So
Please
this-
take a sip.
Oh,
Cat.
yes, that's right, Cat.
So basically the second most popular person in school
Yeah.
after me.
It's huge.
mm-hmm.
Okay, I like that. And I like that.
The only rules for this drinking game is if there's a cat on screen, you take a drink.
Yeah, most of us drinking water right now. But,
Yeah, it's water.
Yeah, water.
yeah.
I have mead.
I mean, I have. I'm switching between not sponsored beverage and water. So
I have a local mead and I have 2 bottles of water.
I'm a little jealous of your local mead. Wait, that's not the point. Okay, hold on a second here.
11 breweries, a distillery, and a mead works.
She's
Come
the
to Baltimore.
Overwatch.
That's a good question. What kind of games does Donovan play?
Overwatch and League of Legends are the top 2.
Ah,
Oh.
perfect.
Any Dead
She's
by
no
Daylight
tracer.
for Donovan?
Are you playing right now while you're having this conversation?
No, it's
Okay.
probably just some mobile game because they're bored. This teacher's boring. This class is boring, but you got to do what you got to do.
No, I hear you. That's fair. That's fair.
I'm playing Candy Crush.
No, I don't like that. I'm sorry. I'm so sorry.
It's okay.
Being a bad GM.
I am safe. The gods have spared me.
All right. I like that.
Oh, maybe spoke too soon.
I can no longer take notes. Polly has loafed on my notes.
Uh-oh.
Ooh.
Oh, quick, make promises.
Quick, every promise. Break promises. She'll never know.
I'm definitely doing something stupid right this moment. It's fine.
You know what I'm gonna do? Actually,
Mm-hmm.
I'm gonna make this really, really simple. I'm taking away the string you have on Bridget
Okay.
because you were so cold that you lost credibility to an extent. That
Alright.
it was just like kind of like heartless, and Bridget.
Yeah.
You know,
I'm.
Yeah.
He had a chance to
He did.
join the most popular group in the school.
Mm-hmm.
He turned it down.
Yep.
You don't just turn that down lightly.
Mm-mm. Bridget, do you want to play the scene a little more with that, or you content to suffer in silence?
I'm going to text the group
Yes.
and say, basically, Donovan is out. Make his life hell.
Ooh.
Okay. Cool.
Yikes.
That's a cool text.
So you do slide away as you're texting?
Yes.
All right. So Donovan just watches you and shrugs his shoulder.
I love it. What a fun health class. Does anybody have something they want to do before lunch?
Donovan will still try to catch Bex, maybe see them in the hall and see if they can get them pulled aside.
Excellent. Yes. Bex is very, very seeable.
Slow. Yeah,
yes.
you know, those slow injured gazelles, they're just easy to catch.
Yep. So Bex is you catch Bex in the halls later in the morning between classes, and they're walking slowly, but they don't really seem all that injured. You know,
Okay.
They're not. You know, there's no cast. They didn't leave school. They're just like being very careful.
So Donovan would just come walking up casually and say, that sucks.
Bex is.
Okay.
I'm sorry. Go ahead.
You gonna be okay?
What? Oh, what? Because Corey kicked me?
Yeah, it's bullshit.
Yeah, fuck that dude. I'm fine.
Yeah. What the hell is his problem? Isn't he supposed to be your family?
Corey?
Yeah.
No, I'm not related to Corey.
Oh, guess I'm thinking of somebody else.
Yeah, you're probably thinking about Mauricio.
Oh, wow. All right.
Listen, you've been here a year, so I guess that's not that weird, but
Hmm.
like, no, I'm not related to Corey.
Yeah, I thought that's why he was something about going home. Do you know what that was about then?
Something about what?
He couldn't go home?
Who couldn't go home?
Corey.
I don't know what you're talking about.
He said he couldn't go home, that he was supposed to go home. I don't know.
Are you trying to like say that Corey kicked me because he was homesick?
No, I just didn't understand what he was doing. It didn't make any sense. But I guess if you want to, I caught it on film in case you got a need to get back to them about it or something, like if it caused you a problem with your meat later.
Oh, yeah, thanks. It would be super helpful if you posted a video of Corey kicking me in homeroom somewhere. I'm sure that'd really make my life better.
No, I meant more for like the teachers or administration or something, but guess you're okay then.
Yeah, I'm fine. We wrapped a ruler on it.
Oh, the nurses here are, maybe they need to take health class. Yeah. All right. Yeah, good luck.
Thanks.
Donovan will scanter away.
Bex will shake their head in frustration and confusion, and then go to class. Anybody have anything they want to do before lunch? Love it. Well, lunch is the most important class of the day. It's just critical. Lunch. It's huge. It's super important. Let's do a nice lunch check-in. Now, it is the first day of the year. Bridget, what do you do during lunch?
I definitely sit in the cafeteria. My mom
Mhm.
packs me a lunch.
Nice.
And I hold court there with the rest of my clique.
Excellent.
And we have a few empty seats to invite people.
Mm-hmm.
And I want to make a point today to try and wave Wolfe over to our
Okay.
table.
Now, how far does your court, as far as lunch is concerned, extend? Do you have more cheerleaders and football players here with you?
I think so. Like, I
Yeah.
think we kind of have like my core three kind of sit around me, but it
Mhm.
kind of extends out a little bit.
Do you sit in the center, Jesus style, or are you a
Yeah.
more head of the table kind of person?
Center Jesus
Yeah,
style.
center Jesus style. Excellent, excellent. All right, so we know now, of course, what Bridget is doing. Before we see if Wolfe catches, onto your lure, let's just check in with some other people, see where they are. Oh, Crina, how about you? Where do you like to sit at lunchtime?
I imagine I kind of like float around different tables of people I know, but I'll probably sit with Bridget today.
Yeah, okay, that's fun.
Okay. Yeah, you're invited. You're popular enough to sit at the table.
Yeah.
Wow. Okay. Cool.
But not so popular that I'm threatening to anybody.
No.
What about Corey? What do you do during lunch?
I imagine Corey flits between a couple of things, mostly out in like the back of the school, smoking.
You smoking
drinking,
your cigarettes.
whatever.
Yeah, who needs to eat lunch when you can smoke lunch?
Yeah, I think he's at packed lunch. Sometimes if like Mauricio's really hounding him, he'll like end up at a table there. And I imagine occasionally when the stars align, he ends up at Bridget's table. He's got resources and things that make him a necessary evil at times to her, I would imagine.
What do you think about that, Bridget?
I don't know. I feel like Corey is like a different type of popular than Bridget. They don't hang in the same circles.
So let's think about it this way. If Corey were to randomly decide, like once every 3 weeks, to be at your table, what's more work? Getting rid of Corey or letting Corey be there?
I think normally it would be I would just let Corey be there. But with him and Chase having that disagreement today, I will definitely let Chase like flex his muscles.
Oh, but what about today, Corey? Is today a smoking day?
Corey's not going there today.
Yeah.
No. Corey's not going there today.
Okay. That's fair.
No, not today. But I think there just have been like occasions in the past where it's been a thing. But yeah, I think today he's debating. He's trying to see if he can duck Mauricio to get outside. Is where he's at right now.
Okay, I'm gonna let you duck Mauricio as a free action because it's the first day of school.
Yeah,
and,
then he's probably in the back, and he's probably
chilling
back.
with the people who need chilling with and smoking some cigarettes. I love it.
Milo's probably there.
Say that again.
Maybe some other people. Milo or Milo is probably.
Oh,
there.
absolutely. Milo's out there smoking.
Yeah,
You know,
probably some other people.
some people will pop in and out probably.
Yeah.
What about you, Donovan?
Donovan's feeling a little defeated.
Mm-hmm.
Donovan goes looking for Corey.
Oh, fun. Okay, that'll be a grand old time. Let's start with the whole "Hey Wolf" scene. I like that
Okay.
scene. All right, Wolf, are you a taco boat buyer or are you a bring your own lunch type person?
No, I think that Wolf's dad packs him lunch every day to make sure it is right on the diet. You know,
Oh,
he's
I'm
and
sorry.
he never complains about it. He seems grateful to just have his lunch. But I'm sure at some point, like even like other swimmers have probably just like looked at his lunch and been like, what is this?
Mm-hmm.
What are you eating? And he's like, I don't know. My dad packed it for me. Uh, but yeah, I think coming into the cafeteria, he will definitely see Bridget like motioning for him, and he would be more than happy to sit with her. So
Oh, that's nice. So there we go. Wolf comes over and has a seat, and there's Chase and Marissa and Tabitha and plenty of nameless NPCs and Crina, of course. Uh, what do you do, Bridget? What do you say?
How was your summer, Wolf? We didn't really get a chance to catch up during homeroom.
yeah, I mean, it was good. I, worked out a bunch, did a lot of swimming. I don't know. How about you?
It was pretty okay. I took a family trip.
Oh,
We
where'd you
went
go?
went to Miami. It was really nice.
Nice. Yeah, I can tell you got a nice
Yeah.
tan going.
But anyway, I know you're excited for the party Saturday. And
Yeah.
I'm so excited you're gonna be there. And I'm gonna put my hand on Wolf's hand.
Ooh. He's more than happy for
Yeah.
that to happen, but he kind of like his gaze kind of like flickers over it to like Chase to see like
Well,
I think
is he
Chase
looking?
is occupied at this point talking football with the
well, let's find out. Let's let the
Okay.
dice decide that.
Okay.
Bridget, are you trying to be flirtatious?
Oh yes.
Well, why don't you go ahead and roll me one of them rolls
Okay.
then?
I'm also surrounded by my gang, so I get to add one.
You get to add one when you're surrounded by them or when they're helping?
On the normal player sheet, it says gangs add one tier. Oh, you know what? Never mind. You are right. It's when they're helping.
Okay.
Never mind.
That's okay. Get 'em
I
next
got
time.
a 7.
Oh, fantastic. Well, a 7 is not a 6. We love
Yep.
that.
Mm-hmm.
Let's see here. So no XP for you.
No.
Wolf. That was a good time. Obviously, the hand touching is good.
Ooh.
Would you like to
Luke.
give Bridget a string? Give yourself to Bridget. Promise Bridget something you think Bridget wants. Or get embarrassed and act awkward.
No, I think he's going to sorry, remind me exactly what Bridget said. Not exactly, but what did she say as she was like touching his hand?
That I'm so excited that you're coming to the party and to see you there.
And,
Yeah.
and since we didn't fail, Chase he's distracted.
Okay.
He's trying to stack taco boats on top of each other.
Oh, of course. Okay, so I think he'll kind of like I said, kind of look to see if Chase was looking when he saw that he's not, and he'll kind of like rest his other like elbow on the table, kind of like lean kind of forward towards Bridget. However they're situated, I don't know exactly, but kind of lean toward her. He's got this kind of like charming smile on, and he's just like, yeah, I'm really excited too. And then for a moment he looks a little concerned. He's like, I gotta figure out how to, shake the parents, but DZ, I'll just sneak out the window or something.
So which one was that? Or
that was kind of like the give myself to you. It's like, yes, I will definitely be at the party, and I'm also very excited to be there.
The one thing I need is a favor, Wolf, and I'm sure you won't mind doing it.
Well,
I need someone to find alcohol for the party. I'm sure you can take care of that. And I'm going to spend a string to tempt Wolf to do what I want.
To get alcohol. Okay. I think I'll take it. I'll take
Yeah.
the XP.
Nice.
But you can tell as he's just like, yeah, I can find something. You can tell he's a little concerned about his actual ability to do so.
Mm-hmm.
But you can kind of smell the wood burning. Like he's coming up with ideas.
I totally
Thanks,
trust
Brian.
you can do it, Wolf.
Oh, of course. I mean, anything for you, really.
Of course, anything for me.
This is fine. Out of character. Out of character. This is fine. But yeah, no, he seems totally into it. He's just like, he's leaning towards you. His eyes are just like right on you. And he is just he's a little worried about where he's gonna get this alcohol, but not so worried. He's like, yeah, I can do this. This is fine.
Yeah, there's
I got
probably
this.
going to be like, most of the class there, so like 80 people or so. So
yeah, I'm sure I can ask.
And I don't
someone.
think my, mom's wine rack is going to be enough for everyone. So I trust you can figure it out.
Yeah, I'll definitely I'll figure it out for you. And he'll give her another smile and say, so you're excited for me to be there too, right? Just to make it clear.
Of course, it's always great spending time with you, Wolf.
Oh. And then I think the camera might
blush a
cut
little bit.
away, and the question
Okay.
would be, Crina, are you paying attention?
Of course I am.
Of course.
A promise is being made.
Yes.
I'm paying attention.
And what does Crina think about this?
I would think that like Bridget really admires, or excuse me, that Crina really admires that Bridget can do that too. That she can just like get people to promise her things. I maybe that's why Bridget and Crina actually like each other and get along. It's because like they recognize the game that the other one's playing.
Yeah.
So you're just sort of watching with delight. It's like, oh, it's my favorite show, lunch.
Yeah, actually have a packed lunch today. It's the first day of school, so Mom remembered and actually packed me a lunch. It's all sugar. It's like sugary white bread with peanut butter jelly that's sweetened and like cosmic brownie, like like the Little Debbie and like soda. It's all sugar.
I love it. That's exactly what you needed, was a little pick me up, a little more pep in your step.
Exactly. Yeah, it's probably just watching and like if Bridget like ever looks away from Wolfe, because they're like a very like knowing kind of like kind of smile.
Oh yeah, for sure. I'm perfectly fine being aligned with Crina so long as her goals align with mine, which so far they have.
Lovely.
That's definitely a mutual feeling.
Yeah.
So let's take our camera now and we'll pan past the table and through the vending machine and out to the back where the administration often forget to check to see if people are smoking. And we have, of course, Corey out there, and we established that we also have Milo out there. And, of course, we've got one of the seniors out there. There's a real sort of modern hippie type person, goes by Kale. People call him Kale, and
good name.
It's
healthy
a good name. It's a solid name. Everyone loves Kale. And and Donovan, you don't see Corey in the lunchroom. You know where Corey is.
Yeah.
And so the metal door swings open, and boom, there's Donovan. What do?
Donovan like walks down the like few steps into that like, I don't know, alley-ish area, not far from the dumpster. Kind of looks around, gives like a little nod, and looks to Corey. Hey.
Hello.
Come here. And Donovan starts to walk off.
Wow. Why don't you come here? I'm a little busy. And he's like taking a flask and like opening it up, taking a sip.
Sure. Donovan looks to the other two people. What are you drinking?
McAllen, 15.
Not bad. I'm a Glenfiddich guy.
It's fair.
Yeah.
And he like holds the flask out to Donovan.
Sure. takes it and takes a quick swig, hands it back. I thought I was paying more attention than I was, but apparently not. You not like that guy in front of you?
Bex is fine, but he was being uppity today. Or they were being uppity today.
Yeah, they were. Yeah. Apparently he's got a ruler strapped to his leg now.
Bad things happen to those that just don't follow the rules.
Yeah, we'll see how that goes. I did overhear a couple things, though.
Oh, enlighten me.
Paying attention to at least something. Why isn't it you're going to go home? Why can't you go home? What was that
I can't
about?
go home during school hours every day. Then they get finicky and then they send the police.
Well, yeah. They expect you here.
Yeah. They do.
But you can just do whatever you want otherwise.
I mean, yeah.
Drinking. You don't have any problem.
No.
Kale
parents-
obviously is uncomfortable, and he starts to walk away, like he's going to take a lap around the school. Meanwhile, Milo is clearly paying attention to your conversation, ever so often reaching into their jacket pocket and popping something into their mouth.
Donovan kind of like walks forward and is slightly sidestepping. Corey's up against a wall.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, Corey's probably leaned up against a wall.
Yeah, so Donovan's kind of like sidestepping to get sideward glances at you. Is your parents are well-to-do? Are they just connected and they pay off the town or something? What's that about?
I don't really know or care.
Huh.
I just do what I want.
All right. I am less excited now.
All right, time out. Corey, do you actually not care?
I think he says he doesn't care. I think he mostly doesn't, but there are at times he notices the juxtaposition of like how he is being treated and how his siblings get treated. And it makes him probably feel good about himself because he's, in his mind, he is special. He is Castiel's chosen. But there are some like niggling moments where he, does certain things and wishes that mommy and daddy paid a little more attention.
And what about Donovan sort of giving you the interrogation rounds right now? What do you think about that?
I think he's curious. He wants to know what Donovan's angle is.
Okay. Roll.
Donovan.
Oh, sorry.
I wanted just to be clear to you. Donovan was hoping he had found some sort of kindred spirit. The not go home. Some sort of darker element working. Maybe they were involved in some sort of criminal activity or something. To just find out they're just some
rich kid
wanting to drink rich kid. He's now far less interested.
Okay. Well, let's see if we can make it more interesting. Corey, will you roll cold to keep your cool for me? Let's make sure you can keep up this austere presence.
That is a 7.
Okay, well, 7. That's probably because your mom and dad don't hug you enough. Let's see here.
Have they ever hugged me?
Exactly.
I don't think so.
Exactly. So, you have a choice.
Okay.
You can decide whether or not you want to be visibly distracted, and almost a little, visibly distracted and upset as you start to think more and more about your relationship with your family due to Donovan's questions. Or we can take it in the other direction. And as you see Donovan start to get disinterested, your curiosity is too piqued and you can't quite let things just drop. Which angle do you want to play?
Oh, the curiosity is piqued.
Okay, great. So Donovan, you're sort of done, or you're disappointed. What do you do next?
I'm less excited then. And Donovan just kind of like turns away to head back inside.
Great. What do you do?
Corey will actually like take a step forward and like stub out the cigarette that he'd been smoking. No, I'm curious now. Why do you care?
I don't, clearly. And Donovan continues to move
No,
past.
Donovan, you gotta roll cold. You gotta roll shut someone down with that one.
9 plus 2 is 11.
Yeah, it is. And you have magic vampire cold.
Cold as ice.
Cold as ice. You're as cold as ice.
Let's see. I choose 2 from my list. I don't think Corey has a string on.
No, I do not.
All right, so I will. Let's see. Gain a string on Corey.
Great.
And I will impose a condition.
Great.
Of.
Corey needs more conditions.
Yes.
Let's see.
So currently he has targeted and jocks hate me.
Needs attention.
Yeah. It definitely wasn't playing that enough.
And Donovan would start to walk back in.
Excellent.
Corey, needing attention, will follow. He's not letting you go.
Great. So Donovan's walking down the hallway. Donovan, are you heading back towards the cafeteria or?
Yeah, walking to the cafeteria.
Great. Corey's following. Corey, what do you do?
Corey will probably grab him by the shirt sleeve.
Oh, fun.
And pull him back, like, out of the way.
Donovan, how do you react to that?
Not well. Donovan would immediately like turn and glare and say, "What are you doing?"
Okay, great.
I don't think we're done.
I said we're done.
Well, you came to me, and I didn't say we were finished.
And you failed.
Are we rolling cold on that or no?
I don't think he needs to. I mean, he just successfully did a shut you down. Unfortunately it worked against him because he gave you needs attention. I don't think he needs to roll to keep his cool right now because he's sort of in control of the situation. You're just needy. So please just keep going.
I'm sorry. Listen, failure is different, hon. I don't care about failure in the terms that you so speak. Those are simple and dumb. What matters is getting what you want and your ideas out there and what you enjoy. Don't you think so? You shut down Mick's Thunderberg.
Yeah, because he was being a jerk to you and Crina.
So you play along the same lines. You don't jump in their boxes.
Yeah, I thought maybe we played along the same lines, but it sounds like you just don't care. What do you care about?
Corey pauses for a moment because that is a hard question for him. What does Corey actually care about? And you definitely like caught him. Like it's clear you've caught him off guard on his facial expression.
Mm-hmm.
Like what actually matters?
So as that takes a moment, Donovan would just push and say, "How about you get back to me tomorrow?" Donovan would start to walk away.
Yeah, and then I think Corey at that point, with that thought, is just like whatever, and like probably storms off past through the cafeteria.
Yeah, Donovan leaves you alone to walk in the echo of your footsteps and just heads into the cafeteria. And we'll find like an empty space to sit and go on their phone like they normally do.
Great. Corey, do you have a goal in the cafeteria or do you just need to exit with agency?
Yeah, he just needs to exit with agency and make it feel like it's his idea that this is ending.
Fantastic. Does anybody have something they want to do before lunch is over? And I will throw out that, yeah, okay, lots of people. Cool. So, Donovan, you're muted.
Yeah, sorry. Not by the end of lunch, but by the end of the day. So.
Oh, no, we're not doing that right now. So, I saw excitement in Wolfe's eyes and Crina's eyes. No, not Crina. Never mind. Wolfe, what do you got for me?
Yeah, so just real quick. So when Corey stormed out of the cafeteria.
Into the cafeteria.
Oh, into the well, either way, was it like noticeable? Like, was it like a big scene?
Corey doesn't do storming into the cafeteria in a not noticeable way. That's.
I don't think he does anything in a not noticeable way.
After that, like.
Okay, great. So Wolfe is not gonna go over to Corey or anything, but he is just gonna pull out his phone and text Corey and just be like, "Is everything okay?"
He'll probably text back and be like, "Everything's always peachy, Wolfie boy."
Corey, where do you decide to sit now that we're forcing you into a scene?
Oh man.
Pick any trope you want. There's a table for it. There's also empty tables.
He probably sits at an empty table.
Great. School was built for more people. All right. So now you have to respond to the text message. Sorry.
Okay.
Oh, yeah.
Yeah, sorry, go ahead.
Oh, so I did. Or did that not catch?
Yeah. So Wolfe will just text back. If you want to talk about it, I'm always around. And then like he'll send it, and then like immediately after you'll get another text from him. Actually, can we talk after school today?
Sure. This is like a sure. Meet me by my motorcycle at like parking lot spot 13. Like.
Sweet. Thanks. Smiley emoji.
And he'll literally probably pull out like a cigarette and start smoking in the cafeteria.
Oh my gosh. Great.
That was it. That's all I wanted.
All right. Anybody else have something they want to do before lunch is over? All right. Well, I can't let Corey get off too easily. So let's see here. Corey's got target. Jocks hate me and needs attention. Well, and guess what, Corey? You are a target because our new favorite teacher. Where's my new favorite teacher? Where'd you go? There you are.
Miss Onassis.
Mrs. Onassis.
Smoking is bad for you.
Is gonna.
As a health teacher, yes.
Walk right up to you, and she's like 5'6", somewhere between 55 and 95. It's hard to say, and there's just very little she cares about. And she looks right at you, Corey, and she goes, "You can't smoke in here."
Yes, I can. And he just like continues.
Oh, okay, so this is like one of those can versus like may situations.
No, this is an I may and I can and I choose to.
Okay, roll cold, please.
Is going to be. I'm gonna use this lovely little move that I have.
Oh, lovely move.
It's called The Power Flows Through You, and I'm gonna add 2 to my roll and give the Dark Power a string.
Oh, fantastic. Yeah, that's a great idea.
So that is now an 11.
An 11. Great. So you're gonna shut Mrs. Onassis right down with that. And what would you like? Would you like mechanically to gain a string on Mrs. Onassis, toss a condition her away, or take one forward?
I will give her the condition he's untouchable.
Okay, cool. Condition. I want to spin that a little bit. I want to make it more about
Go for it.
Mrs. Onassis and less about you, because it's Mrs.
Okay, that's
Onassis'
fair.
condition. So maybe it's powerless.
Powerless works, yeah.
Okay, cool.
Yeah, I was thinking she has no power here.
So Mrs. Onassis sort of just like shrugs, and she kind of realizes you're right. So she'll sit down at the table across from you and pull out a cigarette herself.
Corey will like see this.
Yeah.
Cork and Eyebrow pull out the flask and like offer it to her.
And she goes, "No, I can't anymore.
Why?
I got no liver."
Listen, only the good die young, and he'll like hold it out further.
She's like, "That's fair." You know? She'll drink, which is a great way to end lunch. Fantastic. Now, Donovan, what do you want to do before school is over? Let's jump to the second half of the day.
Donovan wants to find a moment with Marissa.
Oh, fantastic. Is it a moment alone with Marissa?
Yeah, like a time where she's heading alone to the bathroom, going to a class that Bridget and the rest of the crew aren't in, etc.
Okay. Yeah, that's normal. I love it. So, in the afternoon, you have a class that is directly across the hall from one of Marissa's classes.
Good.
And you see Marissa, like halfway through, exit the classroom, and clearly, or theoretically at least, going to the bathroom. What do you do?
So I will like head after and come up alongside.
Great. Bridget, do you obsessively have all of your classes with your immediate gang, or do you mix it up?
I mix it up.
Okay.
Like usually one of them will be in one of my classes, but not all of them.
Okay, cool. In order to keep this as dramatic as possible, I'm going to say that you don't know that Marissa just went to the bathroom, but you are in the class with Donovan, and you saw him like very suddenly. Do you excuse yourself, or do you just leave Donovan?
I probably excuse myself to use the bathroom.
Great. Keep it easy. Right. So there you are. You're in the hallway. Marissa's walking down the hallway. What do you do?
Yep. And I'll walk up casually and say, "Why is Bridget telling me you want me?"
And Marissa doesn't stop walking and kind of looks and smirks at you, and she goes, "'Cause I want you."
No, you don't.
Of course I do.
And Donovan will like stare deeply at her and
while you're both walking. Are you gonna like get in front of her and stop her?
Oh yeah, like he would pivot to get her attention and use hypnotic and say, "Tell me why Bridget is lying to me."
Great. So if you're gonna use hypnotic, there's a roll involved.
Yes, indeed. Rolling with high.
All right.
+1. 4 and 6 is 10. +1 is 11.
All right. Congratulations.
Did not expect that to go well.
And you see Marissa, goes into that classic trance. You've seen it a million times. Marissa looks at you and says, "Oh," and your question was, why does Marissa?
Yeah, Donovan said, "Tell me why Bridget is lying to me."
Right. And Marissa looks at you and says, "I don't know."
She doesn't want alcohol or something.
She's getting alcohol elsewhere.
All right, never mind. And just keeps going off to the bathroom.
You're going to go to the bathroom?
Yeah.
Okay.
That was the excuse anyway.
Great. And I think, probably a little while later, Marissa snaps out of it and goes to the bathroom.
Sounds good.
Of course, has no idea that anything is wrong.
Yeah, that's That's all I wanted.
Yeah, super normal
Yeah.
teen stuff. I love it.
Yeah.
Does anyone else have something they want to make sure happens? Oh,
I guess I should clarify. Donovan is assuming that Bridget just needed something and was trying to manipulate him.
mm-hmm.
I did, but you didn't ask the right question.
Right? Completely fair. So Donovan was just trying to chase Y, but assumed incorrectly.
Yeah, all his chases are just frivolous lately. He's having a bad day.
He is having a bad decade, maybe.
Yeah. Crina, I saw that finger. What would you like?
At some point during one of the afternoon classes, Crina sits by a window whenever it's possible, and has definitely like played games with people to get window seats.
Yeah.
When she needed to, but at some point, sit by a window and like stare out the window, and I want to once again gaze into the abyss using Beyond the Veil, and I want to know who that voice was.
Awesome. So it's one of your last classes of the day. You stare out the window. You find something to focus on. Completely ignore the ambulance that pulls up to the front of the school. And
oh no, Mrs. Onassis!
Please roll dark.
No better this time. It's a 5.
It's a 5. Well, congratulations. You get XP. Let's see here.
I'm worried about where you're reaching out for these phone calls.
And you feel that static again as you reach out. And you hear that same Spanish James Earl Jones voice, which I am not going to attempt.
Aww.
And okay, hold on a second.
Just like a sultry voice.
Senor.
Sultry dark voice.
Yes. It says, you can just ask, It sort of like echoes in your head.
Then I'm asking, who is this? Who are you? What are you?
It says, my name is Castile, and I have been here longer than your family.
Like, you know who my family is and like why that's like weird? Like, fairies live a really long time, dude.
I know many things. I am the source of many secrets.
Huh. Let's talk later, you and I. I like secrets.
And you don't get a response back.
This is fine. I'm scared.
This is fine.
Oh.
Castile's the best.
Does anyone else have something they want to do before?
now you're dipping into French werewolf. Jesus.
Not before the end of school, but right after school.
Yes.
Yeah,
Corey
same.
wants to look for Bex.
Donovan.
Yeah, Donovan was saying
God.
some stuff, and he wants to sort of check in on that situation.
Okay, cool. Yeah, let's do that scene, huh? Let's say at the exact same time you're in another class. You probably have a class with Bex at one point. Let's say that you have you got your science class. You've got those wonderful little lab desks, and which means that as people are shuffling in, everyone's got to partner up. That's just the way it works. So you're gonna attempt to sit next to Bex?
Yes.
Oh my gosh, you wackadoodle. Great. So the class hasn't even started yet. Bex is sitting on an uncomfortable metal stool that should have gotten replaced years ago. And you come right in and, just pop a squat? What do you do?
Oh, yeah, I saunter right over, put my, my bag down next to them, scooch the seat in a little closer, lean in a little.
Bex is just like, fuck now, kid.
Listen, I think maybe we got off on the wrong foot earlier.
Because that's not a funny joke.
It is, though.
Yeah,
Crina
that
is
was great.
obviously... Oh, no, Crina's in a different class. We can't have Crina laughing behind them. Sorry.
Listen. You didn't enjoy my play in the moment, but maybe you could enjoy it later.
What the hell does that mean?
I don't know. What do you think it means? And he's gonna like lean forward and like just like that wolfish smirk.
Are you flirting?
Oh yeah.
Oh, roll hot then. Let's go for it.
Eight.
Okay, well, teenagers are fucked up. Let's see here.
Oh God, Bex.
What could go wrong?
Who knew Bex was so important? I love it. Oh my goodness, Bex. Where are
The moment
you?
they sat in front of Corey, that's when they became important.
Yeah, good point.
They also just have a bomb diggity name.
They do. It's a great name.
A bomb diggity name.
Yeah.
That's what
I
the
may
cool
be the
kids are
youngest,
saying
but I'm
these
the oldest
days.
at heart.
Bomb diggity. Bombed out. Play on, play out.
I remember when that was popular.
I don't know what that is.
Oh.
Okay, so Bex stares at you, and you see their cheeks just get like really flush and kind of like confused, and they're kind of like they're not upset anymore, but they just don't know what they do, and they're just like, Corey, have you been drinking?
Yes.
Cool.
Yes.
Yeah, no, it's totally great. Do you drink?
Yeah. Yeah. Of course I do. You know, when I'm not like in training mode.
Oh, but I mean, do you even need to train that hard? I mean, and he like trail a hand down Bex's arm, like.
All right, go roll hot. Let's see if you can do better.
Listen, he wants attention and he knows how to get it.
I guess so.
Can I interject here for 1 sec?
Yes.
So, a question about mechanics.
Yes.
So Corey's done some stupid things since he made that promise to Crina, and it's a broken promise now.
Has
and
he? Has he though? I don't think he's done anything stupid.
You killed a
What do you
teacher.
He smoked in the middle of the cafeteria.
Scene, I lost count of the number of stupid things you've done in the past scene, okay?
Uh-huh.
Do I have to see someone doing something to use a string to make them fuck up?
No.
Okay.
That's a 9.
I would like to use a string
Great.
to make Corey fuck us up.
What is the more specific phrasing on that mechanic?
It says, when spinning a string to even out the score and get justice on a broken promise, I can choose that they fuck up something simple at a crucial moment.
Great.
That is literally what my fishing says.
That's good rules mechanics, ladies and gentlemen.
Oh, great.
Yeah, so you say, do you
Suffering one harm if appropriate.
Yeah, I don't know if that's going to come into play here, but Corey's last thing you said was like, do you even need to train? And then you started, was it caressing the arm? Was it?
Yeah. I got a 9. I don't know how that impacts with this, but.
Oh, it's just going to negate it just completely. It's going to be great.
Okay. It's the intense way you look at the camera, pull out your pen.
This is the marker for marking broken promises.
Oh, of course.
Oh, boy.
I am so terrified by Stephanie. It is not funny. I will never break a promise to Stephanie ever.
See, I can't metagame like that.
I'll hold you to that.
Corey's just special.
Oh, in character, who knows? But out of character?
Oh,
Oof.
out of character, you don't mess with Stephanie.
She is organized.
If you were watching and
Yeah,
you ever
I know.
interact with Stephanie, don't do it, man. Don't do it.
Beck suddenly looks like really hurt and taken aback, and will just sort of like throw you off their arm and takes a step backward and says, "That was unnecessarily cruel."
What?
Oh no!
Says, don't pretend like you don't know what I'm talking about. Everybody knows about that. And legit just like leaves class.
Oh, poor baby.
Corey just shrugs. Probably also leaves class. Doesn't go to follow Bex, but just like, I'm done here.
Okay. And as you leave class, Xavier, the tech anime D&D kid, is in like the front row and is just like staring daggers at you like you're the worst person on the planet.
Corey will walk to the bathroom.
Okay.
And he's gonna like, it's interesting because he'll pull out a cigarette and he'll light it, but he's not gonna smoke it. He's gonna like place it on like the little mirror thing. And like let the smoke sort of waft, and he's gonna gaze into the abyss.
Nice.
He's confused, and he's like, Castile the heck?
Castile the heck? Is that?
Castile the heck?
What is going on here?
Being a teenager was hard, dear Dark Power.
Dear Dark Power, I don't understand what's going on. Please help. And that is, I have a thing there. Oh, that's great. That saves my booty. That's an 8.
An 8, excellent. Wait, are you using strings attached, or are you just trying to get like some vague answer?
I'm gazing into the abyss.
Okay, great.
I'm just trying to talk to him.
What are you looking for?
What did I just do wrong? Because like in his mind, that flirtation was going really well. He was getting what he wanted, and now they're like, you know what you didn't do, and then like anime nerd who is staring at him. And like, this isn't how it's supposed. He's having a bad day, and that's not how it's supposed to run in his world. And what the heck, Castile?
So, Bex's dad. Well, let's do it the right way. So you see, weird flashes in the smoke. And it's like you're watching a footage reel of an old documentary, and it seems like it's about the Olympics or something. And you see the crowd, and then there's just like athletes just like having sex with each other, and you see people like shooting up in a locker room, and then you see somebody who you recognize. This you don't recognize them at first, but you can sort of hear Castile's voice in the back of your mind, and you know that it's Bex's dad years ago. And you also see Wolfe's dad. Wolfe's dad is obviously some kind of athlete. I mean, you knew this anyway. Everyone in town knows it. It's a weird thing. But the reason why Wolfe's dad ended up, moving to such a small town is this is the town that Wolfe's dad grew up in. And it was sort of the one place they felt they could go back to after the incident. Because Bex's dad was Wolfe's trainer. And it was Bex's dad that pushed Wolfe's dad to do steroids. And Wolfe's dad ended up being like the poster boy of the steroids scandal at that year's Olympics. And it came out in an interview later that it was actually, that, well, at least from Wolfe's dad's position, it was all about Bex's dad. He never wanted to do it. It was all his trainer. And, of course, you listen to your trainer. You got to listen to your trainer. And Bex's dad ended up committing suicide over it.
Okay.
So that seems like a good place to go to break. It's 9:15. We're a little over halfway through the show. Let's put on some music. Put up the break thing, and we'll see you all in about 5. Okay. Let me make sure that I hit the buttons properly. Is that a button? It looks like a button. 1, 7, 12, and lowering the volume. Hello, everyone. Welcome back. We just came back from break, and now you're listening to us and seeing our faces, so you know that.
Are they? Okay, they are seeing.
No, they totally are. I didn't even put the save screen up this time. I just went straight to our beautiful, shining faces. It's amazing, and they love us. They just said it. Everyone in the chat, all in turn, just said, "We love you." It's what happened. It's the real reality truth of the situation. So, if the school day is almost over. In fact, I'd love to say it is over, unless, of course, one of you players. Yo, I got a finger. What's
I
up?
have something for just after school.
Oh, I got you. Yeah, Wolfe as well. Okay.
Yes.
I kind of do too, but
Okay,
well,
great. But, so,
I'll put my name in the hat.
does anybody have something they need to do before school is over?
Just one sentence.
Well, yeah, please.
Having felt that that broken promise and the consequences, and having felt that the consequences happened, not knowing what they are yet, Crina's just gonna send Corey a text, and it's just the emoji of the broken heart. That's all it is.
Oh,
Got him.
sweet. It's not sweet.
You literally just get a question mark back. Like,
No
what's that
response.
supposed to mean?
No response.
Okay, fantastic. So, I think it only takes a class period for it to start going around the school. So as the last bell rings and people are starting to form their after-school plans, Crina, you can walk through the halls and start to hear people talking about what a heartless asshole Corey is and how dare he bring that up in front of Bex. And people who didn't know the backstory are all having it explained to them. So poor Bex is probably hearing like little bits of chatter throughout the school too about just like all about that lovely event that happened between Bex's father and Wolfe's father all those years ago. Crina, how do you feel about that? Are you just happy that Corey got what Corey deserved? Do you care that Bex might be suffering as well?
I do care that Bex is probably upset. I am quite happy that Corey got his punishment for breaking a promise.
Yes.
It's for his own good. Helps him grow.
Yeah.
But yeah, she probably does feel bad about Bex. And if Bex has not left the school, at some point she'll probably try to find them.
Excellent. So let's start that wonderful Scooby-Doo hallway scene of just after school. So I'm going to start with Donovan because Donovan was super excited. Donovan, what do you want to do after school?
Donovan is looking for Bridget.
Oh, excellent. Bridget, do you have after-school plans?
I wanted to find Crina and see if she wanted to hang out with me and Marissa and Tabitha.
Okay, fantastic. So Donovan is looking for Bridget. Bridget is looking for Crina. Crina is looking for Bex. Wolfe, what were you gonna do?
I think he was just gonna go wait by Corey's motorcycle, and I'm assuming he also heard like what happened if everyone's kind of chattering about it.
Chattering, yeah.
All right, cool.
Great.
Yeah, so
you're gonna wait for Corey. Corey,
Yep.
What about you?
He knows that he's meeting Wolfe at his motorcycle.
Oh, okay.
That
So
was
you're
something I
actually gonna be
texted him about.
punctual. Nice. Love it.
Yeah.
So let's do the hallway part first. Let's see. Can I have Donovan, Crina, and Bridget? Will you each roll volatile for me? And we're just gonna see essentially who's the fastest finder. Start there.
I got a 9.
5. I'm not good at volatile.
And 9 minus 1 is 8.
Okay, so Bridget. And Bridget, who are you looking for again?
Crina.
Crina, great. So you start moving through the hallway. Do you have your gang with you?
I do.
Excellent.
Yeah.
Are they snapping their fingers?
No, I'm just
No.
holding Chase's hand,
Oh.
and Tabitha and Marissa are following obediently.
Very nice. So, and there you go. You see Crina. Crina obviously, kind of like. Well, I don't know how obvious. I don't know how sneaky Crina is either.
Not at all.
Crina, okay,
Not
great.
even trying.
Obviously, kind of looking around. What do you do?
Crina, were you looking for me?
I was looking for Bex, but like I'm glad to see you because I'm always glad to see you.
I'm glad to see you too. I was gonna see if you wanted to hang out after school. Like me and Marissa and Tabitha, we're gonna go like hang out in the gazebo on the farm and look at the rabbits.
That sounds super great. Could we invite Bex? Like they've had like a really shitty day, and like it could be like fun to hang out with them.
Okay, I'm gonna make this move. I'm gonna like getting close to I feel like Chase is okay with this because he thinks it's hot.
Okay.
I'm gonna get in
would
close
be that
with
person.
Crina and be like, as long as we can find some time alone, just the two of us.
Roll.
And
please.
roll hot.
Yeah.
That is a 7.
Okay. Well, a 7 is an all right number. You don't get XP, but that's okay.
Yeah.
Crina, you may give a string, give yourself, make a promise, or act embarrassed.
I will lean in and kiss Bridget, like pretty like quick kiss, not like a full kiss kind of thing. Just be like, absolutely.
I think you caught me off guard there. Like I think
Wow.
Bridget was not expecting you to be so forward back.
Well, why don't you roll cold then? See if you can keep your cool.
Okay. That is a 7 again.
Excellent. What an excellent thing. So here's your choice, right? Even though you didn't expect it, you are the master of social manipulation, Bridget. You can absolutely keep your cool in this situation. And if you do keep your cool here, Chase is actually going to get annoyed that you played it so cool, and you'll have to deal with that. Or you can very visibly not keep your cool and take it strongly in a different direction, and Chase won't get mad.
I'll let Chase get mad.
Okay, great. So you keep your cool, and you see Chase just like stare at you, and then stare at Crina, and then stare at you, and Chase just goes.
I'll wink at Chase.
Oh, you're gonna wink at Chase too? He just goes, ah! Because it's not fair, and he stomps away.
I'll have to deal with that later.
At least he's pretty, right?
Yeah, he's that, among other things.
I'll meet you at your car in like a few minutes, or I guess Chase's car.
Well, Chase, I don't think Chase is going to want to drive us anymore, but Tabitha drove herself today, so we can ride in Tabitha's car.
And what a great moment for Donovan to stumble upon the group.
I was just going to ask if I noticed Chase storming off, being all upset.
Of course you do. Yes, because that's fun.
So Donovan would approach Chase as they're heading towards Bridget and the group.
Oh, okay. What are you going to do with there?
Donovan just kind of like tries to intercept, like eye contact. What's wrong?
Oh, wow. You ask him what's wrong.
I do want to remind that I did send the text that said Donovan is out today, so I don't know if that will have any effect.
And Chase stops and he looks at you and he goes, "Your face is wrong."
My face is wrong? That's why you're upset leaving your girl?
We're so good at shutting people down.
Yeah, roll cold for me, please.
All right.
Oh, cat. The cat.
Rob is never gonna make promises to me.
11.
But
9
I
plus
am
2
never
is
gonna get
11.
on Rob's bad
Right.
side.
That's fantastic. Great for you. Which result would you like?
I will take a string because they don't have one on me, and I'll take one forward.
Great. And he's gonna stare at you, and he's gonna be like, "You're lucky I'm already planning to beat Corey up, or I'd do you."
You would do me? You didn't even buy me dinner yet.
Freezing.
And you already got your shut someone down. So he's just gonna be like, "Shut up!" and walk away.
Donovan kind of like shrugs his shoulders in his hands and continues over to Bridget.
Okay, great.
And as he does so, he would just come up and he would kind of like bow his head almost. Apparently, I owe you an apology.
I'm flattered. And what are you apologizing for?
I thought you were lying to me, trying to use me, but apparently not.
Oh, I don't use anyone, Donovan. I would never do that.
I respect real power and influence, so I defer to you.
Great.
Yeah, and I don't know what his problem is, but do you need something fixed with him?
He's just a little insecure.
Yeah. So you don't need alcohol. And
No.
he looks to Marissa and says, and apparently you weren't lying. But
I just thought you might like to hang out with us more. I mean, tonight we're having a girls' night, but maybe sometime like we could all hang out.
Yeah, sure.
I think it's cool. I legitimately think it's cool the way you shut down teachers, and I thought you might like to be, one of us.
Okay. Yeah, sure. Another time then. And Donovan's just kind of confused, like, isn't used to just genuine interest in his attention or his presence. He's just kind of like, okay. And he just kind of nods and says, I look forward to spending some time with you then.
Great. We'll see you at lunch tomorrow.
I can do that. And he'll turn and smile to Crina, smile to the others, and then walk off.
Great. So let's put a pin. Let's put a pin there. It's a great place for pins. And let's talk about Corey and Wolfe for a second. I think Wolfe, since you're eager and Corey is Corey, you probably get to Corey's motorcycle first.
Okay.
And as you walk out, there's no ambulance there still or anything. It seems like a very normal exodus into the giant traffic circle at the end of
I forgot
Main
about
Street. But Corey, as you exit the school, all of a sudden Emily, the editor of the school paper, is right next to you. And she's got her phone out in her hand. You've seen her do this before. She's probably got the recording app up. And she goes, Corey, hey, Corey, what's it like to put a teacher in a hospital?
Excuse me?
Do you feel like powerful, or I mean, really, just like I don't want to prompt you, just your honest thoughts. You put a teacher in a hospital today. What was that like?
No comment. And he'll push her phone away. And just stride off.
Okay, cool. Emily let you walk away, but anyone who was out there, which is none of the players because Wolfe is all the way at the motorcycle, would see Emily with a big smirk on her face. And there you go, Corey. There's Wolfe waiting at the motorcycle. What do you do?
I'm gonna walk over, and you wanted to talk, and I'll sit down on the motorcycle, but I'm not leaving yet or turning it on. Just straddling it.
Yeah, so I think Wolfe would first he'd actually ask, like, hey, I heard what happened between, you and Bex, like, in your science class or whatever. Like, is everything okay? Like, at home? Like, are you... And then he kind of pauses and is like, well, like, if you ever need anyone to talk to, like, you can always talk to me. And he seems very genuine and eager to help. Like, he's genuinely concerned.
Corey just like smiles at him and is like, everything is always grand at the compound de Gastille.
All right, well.
But Bex is just too sensitive.
I mean, it's kind of like a big deal, like.
Yes,
that was
but not everything
his dad.
is about their dad. I was paying them a compliment, and they overthought it. That's a them issue, not a Corey issue.
Well, I think it would be good if you at least tried to be a little more... And he kind of dwells on what word to say for a few moments. Sensitive to people's problems.
He shrugs, like he's like, yeah.
Anyway, and he looks a little sheepish. He kind of like brings a hand up to like rub the back of his neck. He wasn't expecting this conversation to start so awkwardly, but here we are.
Need something or?
Yeah. So actually, and he'll kind of like relax a little, kind of stick a hand in the pocket. So like you heard about the party that Bridget's having, right?
I might have.
Yeah, so she asked me to get some alcohol for it, but we don't really keep alcohol in the house. I don't really have anyone else to ask, so do you think you could maybe help me out a little?
Grin just grows. Like, when like the Grinch, as the grin just grows and grows. I could definitely do that for you, Wolfe. But you just need to do something for me first.
Like?
Well, 2 quick things.
Like?
I'd like, and he like turns off, an apology from Chase for homeroom. And a personal invitation from Bridget to attend the party.
I mean, didn't she invite everyone?
She didn't invite me.
Out of character, did she really not invite him? Or is Corey
muted.
just...
You're muted.
Being a...
I did not invite Corey.
Okay. I mean, I could talk to her about it, I guess.
Yeah, go talk to her. But as long as you get those 2 things, any booze, whatever you want, hell, I'll throw in some joints, some ecstasy, whatever you want.
I mean, maybe like if I'll ask Bridget. I'm not. It's clear he doesn't really know about drugs.
Mm-hmm.
He barely knows about alcohol. He's like, yeah, you drink alcohol and you have a good time.
I'd
But
like 1 vodka, please.
yeah, exactly. Okay, so Wolfe will just be like,
But yeah, just get an apology from Chase and Bridget to personally invite me. And I will load you down with enough alcohol that these kids won't even know what happened the rest of the weekend.
Sorry, one moment. Yeah, I guess I'll talk to them about it. Thanks, man. That's really helpful. For me.
I just live to be helpful.
And he'll kind of take a step forward, kind of reach down to like grab one of Corey's hands, whichever one is like easily accessible, and just like hold it between the both of his. And just, if you ever need anything, like to talk to someone about anything, and I'll kind of like stress the word and like lean in a little bit. Like, really, just you can talk to me about it.
Are you flirting?
Yes, I think unknowingly he's flirting.
Okay, absolutely. Roll hot, please.
All right, that is a 10.
Well, congratulations. You are sexy. Let's see here. Corey. Well, first of all, you're going to gain a string on Corey.
Yes, my first Corey string.
Yay! And Corey,
Yay.
you get to choose between giving yourself promising and getting embarrassed.
Corey's gonna look Wolfe up, down. Well, you know, Bex was a little frigid earlier. I could use something fun to do after school.
Oh, you mean like
And
me?
he's just gonna grin, pull his hand away, and like take out his leather driving gloves and start pulling them on.
I think he'll look a little embarrassed. Again, not exactly the reaction he was expecting.
Well, let's force Corey to earn that. Corey, would
Okay,
you roll hot,
sure.
please?
Yes, more strings.
Yes.
7.
Okay, well, 7's not bad. So you get to choose between the 3 reactions and giving another string.
Yeah. So I'll have Corey can take a string on Wolfe.
Okay.
Got to get up to 5. Okay.
How generous of you.
Generous.
Keep things interesting.
Yeah. But please just play the reaction naturally then.
Yeah. So he'll again seem a little surprised by that. The reaction was not expecting. He was expecting Corey to be like, yeah, I'll talk to you whenever. But that's not how it went at all. So he'll blush a little bit. He'll kind of look like over his shoulder. I mean, I don't know where this conversation is happening in regards to like Bridget, but he's just like, is she around? Is she seeing this? Like,
and of course, since you're looking, Bridget and her gang is just exiting the school, so you've got a bit of distance.
Okay, good. So he'll kind of look down next, away from Corey, and just be like, yeah, I mean, I'm sure we can like hang out if that's what you're into. I mean, I have to like go to the gym, but like after,
Oh yeah, hang out. You know where the compound is, right?
Yeah. I'm assuming. Would he know? Like,
everyone knows. It's like a huge palatial estate. Like, it's ridiculous in this town. Like,
yeah. So he'll be like, yeah, totally.
Yeah, meet me there.
Okay, yeah. I'll hit you up after the gym then, I guess. And
Sure.
I'll talk to Bridget.
Yeah. Let me do that first. Talk to Bridget and Chase first and get those sealed. And he's gonna like kick on the motorcycle, rev it, no helmet, and just peel out at like a ridiculous speed.
Cool.
Great.
So Crina,
yes.
Are you good now? You're just like, oh, I guess I'm just going with Bridget and hanging out.
No, I'd be like, yeah, I'll meet you at Tabitha's car in a bit. I'm gonna see if I can find Bex.
Great.
Yeah.
All right, cool. So let's do that scene, and then we'll jump back to Wolfe and Bridget. Now that you've, refreshed your palate, you're like, oh wait, I should look at Bex's locker, and wouldn't you know it, Bex is there, putting all their things in a bag, some kind of backpack that contains school. It's gonna be great. What do you do?
Hey, Bex.
Bex will turn around and be like, oh, yeah, hey, Crina, what's up?
How are you? It seems like you've had kind of a really shit day.
Yeah, I've been better. Kind of just want to leave.
Well, I'm gonna hang out with some friends and wanted to see if you maybe felt like joining us to take your mind off things, help you feel better.
Yeah. Who we talking about?
Like Bridget and the girls.
Bridget doesn't really strike me as the type of person who won't want to talk about things that I don't want to think about right now.
Oh, we're not planning on doing a lot of talking.
Roll hot, please.
Ah. 13.
Okay. And Bex will say, well, I could use some R&R.
Yeah, we got booze, we got drugs, we got, bodies.
Lead the way. And Bex will put the school bag back in the locker. Just not taking that.
I will take their hands and
Okay.
lead them out by the hands.
Fantastic. And of course, from that, you get a string on Bex.
All right, I'm marking it down.
Yeah. Oh my gosh. I feel like Bex is gonna get like cut in half or something. Like, I don't know.
You're gonna do something, that's for sure.
Yep.
Feeling thirsty, actually.
So, Donovan, what do you do after school?
Donovan goes home and plays video games on the internet.
Fantastic. Good to know.
Living the life that we
Because
all want
that
to
is
live.
what he's always wanted.
That's right.
And now he can.
That's great.
And, he does a little schoolwork. He's got to, get things, to go along so he can repeat that like few years of college that are always fun. And then those few years after. And then he'll repeat. But, this is the hard work part of Eternal Life, just kind of going along to get along. But at least right now, the games are good and the kids are seeming interesting. So maybe maybe this will work.
Okay.
More than previous times.
Great.
But yes, games tonight.
Mainly video games. Love it. So Wolfe, here comes Bridget and 2 out of 3 of the gang members. What do you do?
Yeah, so I'll try to intercept them as they're headed wherever they're going.
Okay. You do it.
Yeah, hey, Bridget.
Oh, hey, Wolfe.
Yeah, so I talked to Corey about, because he's got like all the connections. Like I talked to him about getting like alcohol for the party, and he seemed like totally cool to get like alcohol, drugs, like whatever you want. And he seems very eager. Like I did a good job. Like
Corey.
And then at that reaction, he'll kind of like his expression will noticeably fall and just be like, "What do you have? What's wrong with Corey?"
Corey, like, nearly made Bex break down today and almost killed a teacher.
Roll cold for me, Bridget.
Does my gang being around and staring
they're
down
going.
help? Okay. Still not great. I think this might be my first failed roll. 5.
Congratulations, you get XP.
I do, finally.
Which is great for you, my good friend Wolfe, because it means that Bridget is not effective at making you feel bad.
That's good.
Yeah, it is. It's nice, isn't it? Let's see here. And it's great for me because I get to do fun things.
I was imagining the whole crew in the back, like behind Bridget, and now they're like, well,
No, they're still totally nodding along. Something happened, and I'm not going to reveal what it is yet. Please continue.
Okay, so I think Wolfe will just say, like, yeah, I know he has like problems, and then he'll like lower his voice to whisper, like, and like between just like the two of us, I think like maybe he has really hard like home life. You know how people who have like hard home life kind of like act out a little bit. But anyway, I think like he really means well, you know?
Can't you just talk to Milo and see if they can make you a fake ID or something?
I don't really know him that well. But look, he said Corey said that he would get us whatever we wanted as long as we and he'll kind of look a little sheepish. He said he wanted an apology from Chase about what happened this morning, and he really just wanted to be invited to the party. And I mean, I don't think that's so much to ask, right? And he'll kind of give Bridget the puppy dog eyes.
Are you trying to turn me on?
Yes.
Okay.
Roll, please.
9.
Oh,
Okay.
not bad. Bridget, how would you like to mechanically represent your reaction?
I'm gonna promise something I think Wolfe wants.
Oh, fun. Let's do it.
And say, fine. He can come to the party, but you let him know that caused scene. He is dead.
Okay. I mean, I'm sure he won't cause a scene, but I think he wanted the invite like from you. So if you could text him or something, that would be really awesome. And he's just smiling at her, just like,
I'll have Tabitha text him. Is that good enough?
I mean, I think he wants it from you, but I mean, if you think that's good enough, then maybe it's good enough. I don't know. You know what? How many strings does Bridget have on Wolfe?
I have 3 more.
Okay. I will burn a string on Bridget to get her to do this.
Are you cool with that, Bridget?
I am very cool with that.
Excellent. Enjoy your XP.
Thank you. Okay, I'll text him. And she pulls out her phone and she texts Corey I guess you can come to my party Saturday if you want.
Donovan, I'm sorry, Corey, you get a text.
Yeah.
But you're driving a motorcycle. But are you the type of person who checks your texts while driving a motorcycle?
He does.
Is that
It's
that
his
seems
third
so dangerous?
motorcycle. Of course he is.
I really hope this just kills Corey.
Wow.
The text kills me.
Well, it's a good thing Crina already
Yeah.
used.
You already pulled that lever.
already pulled that one.
I do have another string on Corey. I'm just throwing it out there.
How that works though.
It's not the same.
It's not the same. Sorry, your text isn't clear. What do you want?
Wait, sorry. So while you're driving a motorcycle, you managed to type out, "Sorry, your text isn't clear. What do you want?" Okay, great. Great, cool.
This is fun. This is realistic.
Yeah.
Yeah, it's a CW show.
I love it.
Oh. I want you at my party.
Corey will hit the call button. And put the phone up his ear and it's like, sorry, the texts just aren't coming through. I got the ... What was that? What were you asking me about?
Will you please come to my party on Saturday?
I'd love to, Bridget. I'll see you there. And he's just gonna hang up on her and not let her respond.
And Wolfe is just watching this happen eagerly, yeah, I did it, guys.
Did it!
Look at me.
Good job.
Well, that's only half of it.
Yes.
There is an apology.
And so once Bridget is off the phone, he will remind her, hey, also, can you just get
I'll
Chase
talk to Chase later.
Yeah.
He's a little upset at me. He's feeling insecure in his manhood, but
for what? Chase?
Yeah.
We say at this point that like Crina and Bex come up.
Absolutely, I was just thinking that. Out of the front doors of school, hand in hand.
That's a little surprising. I didn't know. Wait, are they like? And Wolf will kind of like lean over to Bridget, like, are they like a thing? Like,
Maybe, you know how Crina is.
yeah. Well, I mean, good for her. Good for Bex. They could be happy, right?
Hey guys, we're here. We're ready.
So wait.
Gonna join
Before you
us.
say hey guys, Crina, as you approach them, and right next to them is like a big, ugly van. And as you and Bex get closer, you realize that directly on the other side of the van is Emily's Jeep. And Emily is literally leaning out her driver window with her phone and this big ass smile on her face. That's the thing.
Was she like
that
taking
you didn't know was
photos?
happening. No, she's recording the conversation from the other side of the car. So
I see this.
You do. You do see this as you approach. I just wanted to make sure you knew that before you did anything.
I'm gonna see this. Emily, everyone else. And I'm just gonna say like really loudly, "Hi, Emily. How's it going? Getting some great scoop for the paper?"
I love it. Oh shoot. And there's this like awkward pause, and she goes, "Hey."
Anyway, so do we all like see her now that?
No, she's on the other side. There's still a van between.
Yeah, no,
you.
but like, do we like see that she like?
But you know she's there.
Yeah.
I'm gonna walk right up to Emily actually.
Okay, great. And Emily will sort of like slide more into her car, so she's not like leaning out of her window. She's gonna be like, "Oh hey, Crina. Hey, did you hear that Corey killed someone? Maybe."
I'm gonna put like lean into the car window and get like real up on her.
Mm-hmm.
Be like, you definitely wouldn't put anything in the paper that people didn't know that you knew, right? Like you would never do that.
Roll hot, please.
$13.
Okay. Well, you gain a string on Emily. I think Emily is gonna go flush, and kind of like put her phone down on the seat next to her, and she'll go, some things belong in the paper, and some things don't.
Right, so you would never publish that.
Publish what?
That's what I thought. Thanks. You have a great day.
And you start walking away, and Emily will actually say, "No, I'm actually a little confused, for real."
Yeah, you would never do that because you're not that horrible of a person. Yeah, I'll hold you to that.
But I learned a lot of things today. Not sure which one you mean. It just like starts getting quieter and quieter.
I just like the things that like people didn't know that you do.
The things that people didn't know that
They're
she
just
knew.
like I'm alluding to the fact that she was just like overhearing all of this and recording it, and they didn't know.
Yeah. So like the
This whole
off the
conversation.
record stuff. Yeah.
Like she would never publish that, right?
Well, we'll find out, won't we?
Well, I'm marking it down as a fake contract to agree to.
Absolutely, you are. I no doubt at all. Bridget and Wolfe, how do you respond?
I'm actually gonna look like gratefully at Crina for handling that.
Aww.
Yeah, he was. He had no idea that Emily was there recording them, so he'll just look at Crina and be like, "Hey, thanks for that. I didn't even realize that she was there, to be honest."
Well, I'm always looking out for my friends.
And Emily
Especially the cute
pulls
ones.
out, so you know she's not listening anymore.
Yeah. I'm trying to hit on Wolfe. I just said I would never I look out for my friends, especially the cute ones.
Oh, please roll hot then. Yeah, why not? This is just a good day.
7.
Okay, well,
Just squeaking in there.
Seven's not that bad. Wolfe, well, would you like to give string, give self, give promise, or get embarrassed and act awkward?
Give string. Enjoy your string.
Shocked.
I will.
Shocked. And how do you respond, Wolfe?
Actually, I think he'll take it pretty like in stride. He'll just return like a kind of dashing smile and say, "Yeah, well, I really appreciate it. Hey, Bex," and he'll just like look over at Bex and like acknowledge his existence there.
Yeah, and Bex will say, "Hey, are you hanging out?
You're gonna join us tonight, right? Well, like we're all gonna hang out. Be a fun time."
Oh, I have plans. I have to go to the gym.
You'll join us afterwards.
I have plans after too. I'm sorry. Next time though, totally.
Wolfe,
Same.
do you understand what we're talking about?
No? Wait, what? We'll look very confused. Like, no, I mean, we're just talking about hanging out, right?
We're gonna have a real good time, Wolfe, and we want you to join us. All of us, and like Crina will like motion to like the 5 of them.
Yeah, I'm gonna kind of like run my hands through my hair at that point.
Yeah, I think after Crina said that, he would like look over to Bridget and be like
check in, like, is this correct? Yeah.
Like, is what I'm hearing right? Like, I think in his head, like, sorry, it took me out of character like a few moments to put the dots together,
Okay,
but
Bridget,
but
why don't
in
you
character,
roll,
I think
roll
got
hot
Okay.
with the support of your gang.
Okay, and many bodies because I'm promising them as well.
I think that's fair. Yeah, so you're gonna get like a 27, but let's make sure.
That's what I picked up from all that.
This sounds like a Dionysian like fertility ritual is about
Yeah,
to
that's
happen.
12.
12, fantastic. Okay,
Yeah.
great. So gain a string on Wolfe.
Okay.
And Wolfe, you know what your options are.
Yeah. So I think once he's just like, okay, this is actually happening, he'll be like, you know what? Yeah, I think I can stop by. Like I said, I have to like go to the gym and like, my dad is
but
really like,
we're starting now.
Yeah.
I and you can see like the conflict in his face, like he really wants to go with you guys.
Right.
But he's like, I really have to like get my workout, and it'll be fast, I'll like do it really really fast.
Bex is gonna look at you and say, Wolfe, we're gonna get a workout.
Oh God, poor Bex. I mean, yeah, but like, and he starts to say like, but my dad, and then he'll like stop himself like immediately and be like, I really can't skip this workout because I'll just get in a lot of trouble. But like, I promise you guys, I'll be there like as soon as I'm done, like after I shower and stuff, obviously. But
The gazebo in the woods behind my house. You know where to find it.
Oh yeah, of course. I mean, your house is right next to my house, so
Should be easy.
Totally. And he seems like totally into it, and he seems like he was genuine when he was like, I'm gonna get this workout done like real fast, like probably be a little unsafe about it, but like, he's got a good time to be at.
Fun. Great. That
Fun.
Good scene. Love it.
Oh my God.
Let's see where we are here. That looks good. We get some cars to pile into. That's gonna be fine. Corey, where are you going?
He's going home.
Cool.
But he has some interesting conversation to maybe have with someone at home.
Who do you want to talk to at home, Corey?
Corey needs to let someone in the family know that supposedly they're saying he might have killed someone.
Oh, that's fair. Okay, let's do
Just
that
a thing
scene
they may
real
want to
quick,
deal with.
shall we?
It's a thing they might want to deal with.
Yep. Let's do that real quick.
Could be a parent, could be an aunt, uncle, grandparent, could be Lucan. Who knows? You have fun.
There
Ryan.
could be video cameras in the cafeteria that record these things.
Let me see here.
Could be cousin Mauricio. Although I imagine it's not cousin Mauricio.
No,
cousin Mauricio
no,
might be,
that's
yeah,
more-
like no, he's
that's-
too low on the totem pole for that.
Yeah. How do I have this broken up? Oh, I see what I did. Okay, cool. You like that? Questioning my own sanity there. Yeah, we need an adult. We don't have a
We have
Corey
two
adult.
named adults.
We-
We just don't have slides for them.
Yeah, well, that's the important thing is the slide. The slide
So
is what makes
there's
them real.
parents, Aitor and Reyna, but there's no slide for them.
What, you said something about Lucan? Who's Lucan?
Lucan is the college-stage brother.
Oh, right. No, we don't care about Lucan. Let's do a parent. Let's do the mom. We've had too many dads today.
Yeah, sure, Reyna.
Reyna of the many names. Let's see here. Reyna Castile. Right?
Yes.
Yeah. Castile. We got mom. And what did I say about her?
Professional wine mom.
Professional wine mom. Oh, right. Yeah, she's great. I love her. So she's, of course, the person who's home when you get home. She's on the, what's it called? What's the exercise bike that has bad relationships?
The
The Peloton.
The Peloton. Yeah, of course. She's on the sunroom Peloton because you have more than one Peloton. So as you you park your motorbike and you head in, you can see her. You know, she's doing her thing. She's biking, and guess you got to talk to her because it doesn't seem like there's anybody else around. What do you do, Corey?
It doesn't matter. We're first. You're just gonna walk in.
Yep.
And look at her and say, "They think I might have killed a teacher today at school. You may want to deal with that."
And she just keeps biking, and she goes, "Did you kill a teacher?"
I gave them alcohol?
Okay, that doesn't normally kill a teacher, Corey.
That's what I thought.
Which teacher is it?
The old lady one?
Okay, one of the old ones, sure. Did something happen? Did they fall down the stairs?
I don't know. Apparently there was an ambulance, and then the girl that does the paper came out to me and was like, "How does it feel like to have been responsible for almost killing a teacher or sending him to a hospital?" And I did the thing that you and father told me to do, which was the no comment.
Okay, that's good. Good. Glad you did the no comment thing. Do you know what hospital they went to?
No.
No. Okay, you don't know the teacher's name.
He thinks for a moment. Onassis?
Okay, that's helpful. Thanks, Corey. Hey, here's an idea. If you're gonna bring alcohol to school, don't share it.
That's boring, though.
Yeah, a little boring is good. A little boring is good.
What if I just say I won't share with old teachers? Can I share with the hot young teachers?
No, that's lawsuits. That's lawsuits on lawsuits. That's what that is. There's court cases. That's a lot. We don't want that, Corey.
I'll think about it. And he goes to turn around.
Okay, great. I don't know that she can do anything else. So. What?
She doesn't call him Corey.
Oh, I'm sorry. She
That's
totally
okay, I
didn't
just
call
realized
him
it too.
Corey that whole time.
Yeah, there was no Corey in there at all.
Right, that was a Brian thing.
That was an us being
Aurelius.
Aurelius or Fifth.
Or what?
Fifth.
That's a weird name.
Yeah, he's the fifth.
Yeah, it's true. I think because you're doing bad things, you're Aurelius.
Do you really name the livestock you're just gonna slaughter anyway?
You can't get attached to it. Look at it. It's animalistic. It's drinking. It's putting people in hospitals.
You gotta keep up appearances to an extent.
Yeah.
Love it. Okay, great. Well, I'm glad we did that. That's lovely. How's
that work out, Wolfe?
Well, that's what I was thinking, actually. The other parent, what was the other parent's name, Corey?
Itor.
Itor. Do you think Itor has the best personal trainer in town?
Oh, of course.
Of course. So, Wolfe, you're good at the gym, and of course your dad is there.
Oh, of course.
Yeah, and your dad is spotting Itor.
Yeah.
Yes.
Yeah, and I mean, of course, what he was gonna say to Bex just be like, my dad would know if I didn't do this workout, but he kind of.
No, you can't say that. You can't say that. We gotta
No.
protect Bex's feelings right now. Bex is a gentle soul who is about to have a really good afternoon. But let's see here. So there you are, Wolfe. You walk in, and how does this normally go? Do you have to check in, or you just go about your thing?
I think so. I think since like Wolfe's dad works there, like he has it in with like the receptionist or the people who work at the front desk, where like he doesn't have to like go like check in or anything, but they always see like.
Oh yeah.
They make a note if he doesn't show up that day.
Oh, okay. So you don't like. Okay, yeah. This is messed up. It's great. So yeah, you go and you start doing your workout, and roll cold to keep your cool.
All right.
Because your dad's there, and you've got emotions.
That's a 3.
Oh, congratulations!
Get some quick XP there.
Let's get some
there
XP.
You go.
XP for Wolfe and
I got
Hammer.
it.
All right. I'm gonna slap you with a condition. I think you need a condition.
Okay. Yeah.
I'm gonna say I'm gonna give you not good enough. And essentially, you're thinking about what you're missing out on right now. And you're going through your workout, and you can tell you feel yourself like not hitting your daily goals. You're not fast enough. You're not strong enough. Your dad keeps like glancing at you. And finally, Mr. Castile, hits the showers, and your dad walks over to you, and he says, "Are you trying to embarrass me in front of my clients?"
Oh, no. Sorry, I'm just I'm just trying to get my workout in,
I thought you were a varsity athlete.
Yeah, sorry, I think my mind is just. I'll try harder. And like he goes to like go start continuing. Like,
okay.
Even though his dad is like still there, just to prove like, look at how much harder I'm trying. I don't know anything about.
No, this is how workout works like this. Absolutely. Yeah, that's what workout is. Yeah. And I think just to make it even more awkward, your dad is just gonna like go over to the free weights, and he's just gonna stare at you, like.
Great.
Yeah.
And as I like feel like his gaze on him, Wolfe will he will like before when he might have been trying to like actually do his workout quick like he said he was going to, but now that his dad is watching, he's like really concentrating to like do well, like do make sure you do the whole rep, like lift it all the way up and bring it all the way down controlled and all of that. He's trying his best out there.
You broke your promise to Crina.
Well, not yet. Not yet. Well,
he's trying his best.
What was the promise that you wrote down, Crina?
I gotta move my cat.
Yes, please adjust cat.
It's a tragedy.
She's very unhappy about this. Wolfe promises to join the orgy as fast as he can after his workout.
Wow. Yeah, you might consider you might get a feeling that that a promise has been broken.
Drop the camera.
Yeah, I think that would definitely trigger.
A thing might have just tapped. Oh no, it's the marker.
Nice knowing you.
So, Bridget,
Mm-hmm.
what is your goal or goals with this afternoon's activities?
This was not my goal at all. Like, I just wanted some gossip with Crina.
Yep.
But this is preferable. So, like, this is a chance to bring more people in.
Okay, great. Yeah.
So, yes.
So it sounds like your goal is intimacy in order to expand your network.
Yes.
Okay, cool. I just want to make sure I didn't misread that. And
Yeah.
Crina, what about you? What's your goal with this afternoon's activities?
Well, in reality, I just wanted to spend some time with Bex.
Yeah.
You know, make them feel better.
Yeah.
But you know, and then Bridget invited me out with her gang.
Mm-hmm.
And I'm still hoping to learn some secrets.
Mm-hmm.
So hoping to like learn some secrets about one or more people before the sex happens.
Okay, great. So we need to have a little scene is what we need. So Bridget, there's probably like 2 or 3 cars involved here.
Yeah.
You hit the Angora Rabbit compound. And what is how do you go about organizing your little camaraderie?
I think we pull up, like, I think it's like a cute, like, little farmhouse. It's like very modern, but it looks like older.
Mm-hmm.
And I know my moms are busy, like, doing farm stuff and business stuff.
Mm-hmm.
So I'm going to duck in real quick
Yep.
and grab a bottle of wine from the wine rack.
Okay.
And we're gonna like take a walk out to the woods out back. My mom knows like the gazebo is where like I go hang out with friends.
Mm-hmm.
They don't know exactly what I'm doing back there, but they're very like the modern like parent, like we give you privacy, you know, like
let's roll cold.
Okay.
We're gonna use keep your cool to see how successful you are at ducking in and out and getting what you want.
Okay. 8.
8. Okay. You know, that's something.
Mm-hmm.
So here's your choice. You ready for your choice?
Mm-hmm.
One of your moms is at the wine.
Okay.
Doing some wine sorting. They got some new wine, and they're trying to decide if they can just put it at the bottom or they have to shift everything, which is a big choice.
Right.
And sees you, is delighted to see you. So your choice, of course, well, let's say, doesn't see you yet. Your choice, of course, is to get the wine, engage with your mom, but because you're not 100% cool right now, they're just gonna want to go see your friends real quick before you go wander off and have your privacy. Or you can just say nope and like not make eye contact with mom, leave immediately, but there's no wine.
I think I'm gonna nope.
You're gonna nope it out. All right, great.
Yeah.
So you pop in, and we're all just like chilling outside. Crina, do you want to use this opportunity with no Bridget to ask any questions? Or is no Bridget not really a thing?
Yeah. No Bridget's not really a thing. Like, I'll make like small talk and stuff while we head towards the gazebo. Like, we've probably, maybe not Bex, but definitely the rest of us have all been there before, so we know where to go. We know Bridget will meet us there.
Yeah. Great. And eventually Bridget pops, not eventually, you know, shortly later, Bridget pops back out.
Sorry, my mom was being the worst. I could not get any wine.
Oh, that's okay. I can get us covered. And like Crina will pull out of her bag just like a couple of joints, pass them around.
Oh,
she's always got a couple.
Great.
And Bex will just be like, "Great. Let's go."
we could talk, or it's like you just like talk.
Oh no, yeah. If you wanted to chill here, I just thought if your mom was being weird about the wine.
Oh, she won't be weird about us hanging out, though.
Okay. All right. Yeah. Cool.
Yeah.
So this is nice. Good.
Yeah.
Yeah. Do you like the rabbits?
No, not really. But you know, this is nice. I like sitting out here and having space for me and my friends.
Already?
I think
Did
so.
we fast forward? Okay,
Yeah.
cool.
Yeah.
I wanted to make sure. Great. We're at the gazebo. Fantastic.
Yeah.
And Bex will nod and sort of just like casually reach down and rub their leg a little bit.
I'll let the like small talk start happening, and like Crina will like massage his leg a little bit for him, like trying to be gentle, like not like hurt him or anything like that. And just kind of like let the small talk happen, let people like start smoking the joints, and then I want to gaze into the abyss, like using Beyond the Veil again.
Okay. Please go make that roll.
Come on, roll better. Oh, much better. 12.
What are you looking for?
I want secrets on as many people here. I just want to know their secrets. I want to know a secret.
Great. Great.
Yeah, so normal gaze into the abyss rules. With, you know, a one forward to addressing those things, but also because it's Beyond the Veil, because I got a 10 up, the Fairy King will also reveal to me a hidden string on someone.
Yep. Okay, so you gaze into the abyss, and you know you really just like focus on that gentle massage, and there's so many things here. Let's make it bad though. Let's make it awful. You see an image of your brother, the king, appear behind the gazebo, and as you're focusing, he kind of just like casually looks over at Bridget. And if this isn't really happening for everyone else there, just to clarify for Bridget especially, the king, he looks over at Bridget and he looks up to you, and he says, "She's not quite human." And kind of like dissipates.
Okay. Wow, that's interesting to know.
Yeah. It's a good time. Oh, and look at that, it's 10:29. Well, what a great moment to go to credits. I think that's an amazing moment to go to credits.
Wait, where's my hidden string?
Where's your where is it? Like,
yeah, who? Because I got a 10 up on Beyond the Veil.
Yeah, you're gonna get a string on Bridget.
Also, okay, on Bridget.
Yeah.
Okay.
Oh yeah. Oh yes. A hidden string. I like that phrase, a hidden string. That's all.
That's good.
All right, so exciting things. Love it. Lots of small talk happens. And then I think at the start of the next episode, Bridget, will you have had sex at the start of the next episode?
Yes.
Okay. Crina, will you have activated your sex move at the start of the next episode?
I will have lain naked with everyone there.
Yes.
Will not have slept with everyone there.
Mm-hmm. Okay.
Now that I know that about Bridget, I would have avoided that.
Yeah. No, well, there's lots of things that can happen.
Uh-huh.
That isn't that, you know. So
Damn.
I'm gonna, Bridget, in such a case, I'm gonna give you Bex, but I'm not gonna give you Crina yet. Okay.
Okay, that's fine. I do have the many bodies where if Crina sleeps as a member of my gang, that also counts.
Okay, so I was making an assumption, Crina, that you were having fun but not hitting what you consider to be sex with other people. But please clarify, Crina.
Because I didn't know that about her gang, I probably still would have had sex with the two.
I mean, it's a buffet,
two, but not with Bridget. Yeah.
You might not eat desserts, but okay, sure.
But yeah, I guess that I would still get the condition in that case.
Yeah, absolutely.
Oh,
so, Bridget, what's your sex move?
When you have sex with someone, they gain the condition one of them.
Great.
While the condition remains, they count as part of your gang.
Great. So we're gonna give Bex that condition, and of course, Crina, you're gonna take that condition. And you know what? Let's save your promise, Crina, for the beginning of the next episode. Does that sound okay?
Ooh, that sounds
Sure.
exciting.
That gives me time to think about it.
It does.
Yeah, it's exciting.
So that will be super exciting. So I want to thank all of our students for hanging out with us tonight. We're all very excited to have you here. And I want to remind everybody that if you would like to chat with us, you can do so at the Gehenna Gaming Discord. You can find links below in the Twitch there. Also, there's a stream tomorrow because Gehenna likes to stream a lot. We got lots of different shows. Tomorrow will be the return of our Bloodlines Let's Play. Woo! Wednesday is episode 2 of Worlds and Crafts, and Thursday we'll be interviewing Death Wish Coffee.
We did it. Mark's Thirst did it, y'all.
Oh my goodness. If you don't understand how big of a deal this is, it is a huge deal for our friends at Gehenna Gaming. Also, Sunday, Forbidden Lands, then back to Gehenna Valley next Monday. I'm Brian, your MC. I'm saying goodbye. Does everyone want to say goodbye? Everyone say goodbye.
Bye.
Thanks for coming.
Thank
for
you.
Enjoyed.
Thank you, Brian.
Oh,
Yes, thanks,
Brian.
Brian.
y'all are so sweet.
Hit me up on Twitter. Tell me what promises I should extract.
Oh,
Ooh,
that's a good one.
yes.
Yes.
No, scary.
And,
Yeah, keep me out of that, please. Please,
and
chat. Please keep me out of that.